TV 33 presents the GMC High School Football Game of the Week. Brought to you by GMC, Life University, the Atlanta Journal and Constitution, Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue, the Atlanta Falcons, Winn-Dixie Marketplace, the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, and Fox Sports Net South.
Live from Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium on the banks of the Chattahoochee River, TV 33 kicks off its second season of high school football. Tonight, the Lovett Lions of head coach Bill Raley take on the 15th-ranked Westminster Wildcats of head coach Jerry Romberg. And hello again, everybody. Matt Stewart along with Jamie Dukes and Jamie Newberg. Bo Bach is down on the field. We'll talk to him in just a moment. Westminster is coming off its best season in 34 years. They've made it to the playoffs, a school record 5 consecutive years. A year ago, 10-2, knocked out in the second round of the playoffs by then top-ranked Villarica 16-10 in overtime. For Lovett, 1998 was a season of disappointment and learning. 5-6 when all things were said and done, and 4 games that they could have won that they lost in the closing moments of the ballgame, including losing in the first round of the playoffs to Commerce 28-27 after leading in that ballgame 21-9. As we look at the 1999 teams, you look at these teams and their strengths are exactly opposite. Their losses are exactly opposite, and makes for an interesting matchup tonight, Jamie Dukes.
You know, last week you asked the question, what is the most important position on the field? When you look at Lovett returns all 4 skilled players, but at the same time, Westminster loses all 4 of their skill position players. The question tonight is, who's going to be the better team, and how are we going to do that? We got a very special tool. Channel 33, TV 33 is presenting to you the Dukestrator. Well, maybe not the Dukestrator, it's a telestrator, but we're going to actually look at all the players. We're going to look at the game within a game.
We're looking forward to seeing the Dukestrator tonight. Jamie Newberg, what's the key to success for Lovett and Westminster in this 1999 season?
Well, I think for Westminster, talking with Coach Romberg this morning, the Westminster coach, he's got to get his young guys at the skill positions to step it up. Senior Alan Frysum is a quarterback, and he's a good thrower. You got a sophomore in Rollins Lucky, more the better athlete. Sophomore running back Taylor Moister has to step it up as well. On the flip side with Lovett, Frank Wilson, great tight end prospect, Mike Waddell, a wide receiver, and Charles Beard, the running back. Those 3 guys have to play very big for Lovett to win tonight.
Of course, this is a great neighborhood rivalry. These schools just a mile apart. Down on the field to tell us about that is the legendary Bo Bach.
Oh, I'll tell you that, so this is some kind of Donnybrook. It's a neighborhood rivalry. These schools are only about a mile apart. Lovett leads the series 3-2. And I'll tell you what, it's not just the guys on the field, but up there, Bill Mathis is up there. His son is number 35. Bill, don't forget, played behind Joe Namath. He was a fullback in the great Jet Super Bowl team. Josh Carey, Skip Carey's son, Braves announcer. He'll be in this game. He anchors the offensive line for Lovett. Taylor Smith's daughter is one of the cheerleaders here. All kinds of things going on. If you think this is an ordinary game, take a look at this hombre next to me. Yeah! Does your daddy know you dress like that?
I don't care. This is the game right here is what it's all about.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah!
Lovett leads this series 3-2. Westminster has won the last 2. We'll come back for the opening kickoff right after this timeout on TV 33.
More trucks than an all-night diner. During the GMC Summer Convoy, pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks, designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a '99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
What would we do for lunch?
First, we'd start with strawberries and cream.
Yes.
We'd fly my private plane to Paris.
Fabulous.
And have foie gras overlooking the sea.
Elizabeth.
I thought we'd go to Wendy's for a couple of 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stacks, biggie fries, biggie drinks, and watch the game.
Wendy's 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stack. When you're hungry, it's the perfect answer.
So long, everybody.
You know, that's how I met my wife.
If you're a parent watching this commercial, you know your children don't always do what's best for them. If you want to help them begin a satisfying career, call or take them to the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, where, if qualified and accepted, they can enter a tuition-free electrical apprenticeship training program. With full-time employment near home, earn while they learn, have medical and retirement benefits, and be on their way to a satisfying career with the winning AEJATC team. Check it out today.
Introducing NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. More action, more football, more pregame power 1 hour earlier. Join Chris Myers as he hooks up with an all-pro team. Marv Levy, Jackie Slater, John Madden. Featuring the gang from Fox NFL Sunday. JB, Howie, Terry, and Chris. NFL This Morning, Sundays, followed by Fox NFL Sunday.
We are back at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium, Lovett and Westminster to kick this thing off and get the 1999 season started. Lovett all in blue. Marcellus Roll will kick things off for the Lions. 5-6 a year ago. Westminster 10-2 a year ago. Their best season since the 1960s. And Westminster all in white with the green helmets. And the 1999 season is about to get started, and it is just now underway. Rowe is going to take the kickoff at the 4-yard line and bring it right up the middle. Rowe's going to bring it out to the 30, and that's where Westminster's going to start things off. Hunter Lehman on the tackle for Lovett. Let's take a look at the Sonny's Grill Pit Barbecue starting lineups for Westminster. In the backfield, quarterback Alan Frysum. The tailback is Taylor Moister. The fullback Walter Driver. And the receivers Patrick Arnold and John Thornton. Matt Stewart, Jamie Dukes, Jamie Newberg, and Bo Bach with you for what we anticipate to be a very exciting 1999 football season. Westminster sprints out to the line of scrimmage after huddling on the side. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. The quarterback is Alan Frysum. He's a senior, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Brad Bays lines up at the tailback position, and immediately we have a timeout on the field. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Westminster. The starting line, the tight end is Spence Green, and that big, massive offensive line for the Wildcats. The center, William Irvin, goes at 6'2", 210. The guards are Mark Curtis and Justin Henry. Curtis at 6 foot 215, and the tackles Kenneth Franklin and Alex Livingston. Livingston at 235, and Franklin is at 265 as well. For Lovett on the defensive line, Chip Myrick, Josh Carey, Craig Bracken, and Wade Morris. The middle linebacker is Frank Wilson. Wilson's the stud on this team as far as the college prospects are concerned. 3 schools looking at Frank Wilson. Lining up in the wishbone offense. Power backfield for Westminster. Frysum hands off to Bays. Bays gets about 3 yards off the right side. Chip Myrick in on the stop for Lovett.
What you have there is what you call bodies defense. You know, we put more bodies than you have on the field. On that particular play, they run to the left side, and basically Lovett does a good job of stacking it all up there right in the middle. But the key to this defense is the way they've got it. They've got the middle wide open. The key is run to the bubble.
2nd down and 7 just underway at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium. Again, the wishbone lineup. Handoff goes to Bays again. Bays has a 1st down this time as he breaks out across the 40. Driven out of bounds at the 44 by the free safety, Clayton Smith.
Great blocking by John Bailey on that play, sealing the corner on the outside, allowing the back to actually come around the corner and do a good job.
Looking at the defensive backfield for Lovett, Widener and Evans, the outside linebackers. Means, Boba, Beard, and Smith in the secondary. Had some bad news for those Lovett linebackers today, and we'll tell you about that in just a moment. It's the 1st and 10 for Westminster. The ball's at the 45. Bays gets the ball for a 3rd consecutive carry. Gets about 2 yards on the play. Charles Beard, the linebacker, you'll hear that name a lot. He's in on the stop. The bad news for the Lovett Lions today, they discovered that sophomore linebacker Crawford Arnold, who they were anticipating to start, has a very serious back injury, and his future in football, not just tonight, but his future in football is very much in question. We certainly wish the very best to Crawford Arnold and his family. A very tough news coming for that young man today. 2nd down and 7. Bays gets it for a 4th consecutive carry. Tripped up in the backfield by Frank Wilson, the linebacker.
Tell you what, Frank does a great job actually getting penetration on that play. Lovett is using a very interesting concept where they're basically going to an odd and even front. Every other play, they're either scrunching it down really tight on the inside or they're actually spreading it out. You see right here from the replay, great job of penetration.
3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Ball at the 47.5-yard line for Westminster. They finally break out of the bone, and they split 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And out of the shotgun is the quarterback, Alan Frysum, with Taylor Moister standing next to him. Flags go down before the ball can be snapped.
And I tell you another thing on that play, Mr. Carey's son does a great job actually of getting penetration as well.
That's Josh Carey, number 79, anchoring that defensive line for the Lovett Lions. And an official timeout has been called. They're going to mark off the penalty yardage here. Did we have was it delay of game, or did we have some movement? We had a delay of game is what we had. That's a 5-yard penalty, knocking it back to the 42.5. And it's a 3rd down and 12 for Westminster.
I tell you what, Frank Wilson is really an impressive guy when you look at him. He's a guy that's aggressive. He just looks like a football player. I don't know if he's got a bracelet on or I guess those are sweatbands he's got on there. But he just looks like a football player. You see him just slapping guys in the head. You know, that's how you're supposed to do it. Shake a guy up, wake up while you sleep. That's what you got to do.
Frank Wilson is a fellow that's being recruited by a number of schools, Kentucky among them. I think Virginia also looking at Frank Wilson and Wake Forest.
Vanderbilt, he's going to get some looks. You should see him play offense. Great blocker.
They say he's the strongest player on the Lovett team.
Yeah, Coach Raley really likes this guy. Fires everybody up, blocks up on a man. Very tenacious, relentless ball player. He'll play for 4 quarters.
You know, he kind of reminds me, of Chris Spielman. You know, unfortunately, he had to retire due to a neck injury. But, it's that kind of intensity. Of course, is he Chris Spielman? No, not right now. But he's got that kind of intensity.
3rd down and 12. Again, 4 receivers for the Westminster Wildcats. 2 split up on each side. And now Thornton goes in motion behind the line to the far side of the screen. Frysum to his left, tries to throw, misses Wilson, and it's intercepted by Andy Means at the 43-yard line. Cutting back into the middle of the field. Arnold comes back and makes the tackle, and Lovett comes up with the first big turnover of the game. Again, Frank Wilson put the pressure on Frysum in the backfield, and it was Andy Means, the corner, who stepped in front of the pass for the interception.
That's funny. On the surface, it looks as though Wilson misses the tackle. But what he does, you see, he causes the quarterback to go back and not be able to actually turn his shoulders. See, he's trying to now throw the ball, and that little bit, even though he should have made the tackle, nonetheless, that makes a difference in the interception.
That's a very difficult pass to ask your quarterback to make, rolling and then trying to get your body straight and set for that pass. Very difficult pass to ask of your young quarterback.
No question about it.
1st and 10 for Lovett. Ball is at their own 46-yard line. Lehman tosses to the tailback. That was Woodall. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Sonny's Grill Pit Barbecue starting lineups for Lovett on offense. Hunter Lehman is the quarterback. Charles Beard the tailback. Doug Widener is the fullback. Clayton Smith and Michael Woodall are the wide receivers. 2nd down and 11. They say actually lost a yard on the play. Looks like he's got the plays on a wristband. We'll have to try to get a close-up on that. One setback now is Widener right behind Lehman, and they split 2 receivers out on 1 on each side. Double tight end formation. Widener gets the handoff, covers it, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, top made by Robert Jameson as we take a look at the Lovett offensive line. Frank Wilson, that big tight end. And there you see that offensive line. Chris Foster is the center. Myrick and Caswell are the guards, and Morris and Maxwell are the tackles. 3rd down and 11. Christian Hunt checks out of the ball game for the Lions. Now Beard splits out top along with Michael Woodall, and Widener is the lone back behind Lehman. Lehman rolls to his right under a heavy rush, throws out there for Woodall, throws short, no one can come up with it, and it's 4th down in a punting situation. Let's take a look at the Westminster defense as they run off the field. Franklin, Jamison, Capel, and Irwin up front. Irwin actually one of the linebackers along with Driver. Bays and Henry, the other linebackers. Thornton, Calamari, Arnold, and Riggs in the defensive backfield. Arnold stands deep for Westminster, standing at his 15-yard line on a 4th down and 11 situation. So Lovett, after coming up with the interception by Andy Means, unable to get a yard. They actually lost a yard on that offensive possession. Line drive punt off the foot of Michael McCord. Arnold takes it at the 10, heads to the far sideline, gets a block. He's up to the 50, and finally tripped up at the 45-yard line. That is a 45-yard return by Patrick Arnold. Timeout on the field. We're scoreless in the first quarter.
Something special happens when a family sits down and enjoys a meal together. So we barbecue slow over a hardwood fire until everything's just right.
Sonny's is a family kind of place.
And then we serve it up fast and friendly, Sonny's style.
Yummy!
We've cooked up something special with old-fashioned prices that help stretch your family budget.
You can't do barbecue better.
Yummy.
Every day I'm learning and I'm growing, so it's very fulfilling for me.
Life offers just a lot of variety for all kinds of people, with undergraduate opportunities and sporting events. It was just very well-rounded.
I have seen students achieve a lot of great things here, and now I know that this is the place I want to be.
Be a high achiever with all the tools for success. Call Life University today.
Welcome back to Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium. We come back with the 45-yard punt return by Patrick Arnold. And Westminster sets up in fine field position for their second possession of this ball game. They'll start at the Lovett 45-yard line. 7:31 to play in the first quarter. And we are scoreless after 2 possessions, one by each team. Alan Frysum lines up under center, and Taylor Moister is the tailback. Bays bouncing around behind the line. Frysum keeps it himself and gets hammered at the line of scrimmage. Let's send it down to the sidelines and Bo Bach.
I'll tell you guys, down here, there's a big size differential between Westminster and Lovett. Westminster much more stout, and you can see it in small ways. The way they're moving the ball, they're able to knock Lovett off the ball this early in the game. That's why defensive coordinator Pat Wright was saying, strip the ball, strip the ball. They've got to get the turnovers.
Clock ticks under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Westminster and Lovett are scoreless. Matt Stewart, Jamie Dukes, and Jamie Newberg up top, and Bo Bach down on the field for the season opener here on TV 33. 2 receivers split out on the near screen. Frysum hands off to Moister. Moister finds a hole in the middle and sprints forward for about 8 yards. It was Craig Bracken who tripped him up by the ankles, but a big gain for Taylor Moister.
You look at this is what you call the Washington Redskins jab OT. You see the running back going into motion. You see both linemen will pull around, and then you have the guard kick out, pull up the field, and the back does a good job of keeping skinny. That's important. He keeps it skinny. Hug that blocker.
3rd down and 3 for Westminster. Ball is at the 37-yard line. 2 receivers Down low, near side of your screen. Handoff Moister. Moister has the first down, and he has more than that. Slips a tackle at the 32 and down to the 28. Clayton Smith was the guy who finally brought him down. He slipped off of Andy Means and got another 5 yards.
Good job of just keeping running. I mean, he falls forward. You see the offensive line doing a good job of finishing on their side of the ball. Offensive linemen moving their feet. One of the best linemen out there. They do a great job, and then all of a sudden keeps his pads down. Good little semi-stiff arm right there. And watch where the ball finishes. He lays the ball out, fall forward. Great job.
It looked like it was Beard. He beat Beard first, and then Means, and then finally was brought down at the 28-yard line. First down and 10. Play comes in late from the sideline from Brad Bays. He lines up in the wishbone. Flags go down. I thought there was some movement on the Westminster line. Bays gets a big gainer down inside the 20, but I think it's going to come back.
Westminster doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Even though there was a little motion there, they are actually taking advantage of their strength. The offensive line, bigger, stronger, doing a good job of actually pushing them off the ball.
Penalty did go against Westminster. That's a 5-yard mark-off.
You can see right here, you see the offensive line. Watch this surge right here. Watch how they finish on the other side of the ball. See the linemen move off, and all their feet are on the other side of the line of scrimmage. That's what offensive line coaches teach all the time.
We got a czar. Or the chief.
No, we have a duke. He's the Duke of the Dukestrator.
We got the dean on the sidelines, the Duke up here. Just a family of royalty.
I'm honored. First down and 14. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Bays gets the handoff. And again, as you pointed out, Dukes, that just a big surge right there in the middle of the field. Frank Wilson made the stop for Lovett.
Well, I mean, and I think it's a very smart game plan when you consider, I mean, take advantage of your assets. And there's no question about it. This is one of the best lines. And I challenge you all year. I don't think we'll see, as a unit, a better offensive line. Good cohesion.
Second down and 12 is what they'll call it from the 30-yard line. Bays gets another handoff. He's been a busy man. About 4 yards down to the 26. Bradfield Evans, the linebacker, made the stop.
You know, the interesting thing about looking at the offensive line, when you have a line that's getting a lot of push, that gives you a lot of different holes. You get a hole at the center at the point of attack, and you actually have holes on both sides where the tight end or the lack of a tight end is. And right now, they're just having their option as far as picking a hole and making something happen.
Well, another big third down play here, 3rd down and 7. Last time they faced a big third down, Friesen was picked off by Andy Means. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 7 from the 26 again. They've got 5 receivers out there now. Nobody in the backfield alongside with Friesen. He rolls to his right, going to follow a blocker. And he's got a first down, and he's in the end zone, touchdown. Alan Friesen just went 26 yards, and Westminster takes a 6-0 lead. Put 5 receivers out there and then ran the ball.
You just clear it out. You spread everybody thin. Everybody's got to be responsible for a man. And we have Bedlam down here on the track.
If you'll go back and see it, you'll see a great block by Justin Henry right out here. There he was. That's the one that sprung him. Friesen on for the extra point attempt. Rory Dowling will hold for the Wildcats. Kick is up. It is good. 3:35 left in the first quarter. Westminster leads 7-0.
Since 1903, the Georgia High School Association is proud to be part of promoting education in Georgia. Serving 365 public and private senior and junior high schools, the association is responsible for overseeing regional as well as state competitions in more than 30 different athletic and literary categories. Fair and unbiased officiating as well as event placement for each competition, the Georgia High School Association develops opportunities for students to achieve excellence.
the Georgia High School Association, enhancing education for the students of Georgia.
Introducing NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. More action, more football, more pregame power 1 hour earlier. Join Chris Myers as he hooks up with an all-pro team. Marv Levy, Jackie Slater, John Madden. Featuring the gang from Fox NFL Sunday. JB, Howie, Terry, and Chris. NFL This Morning, Sundays, followed by Fox NFL Sunday.
Back at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium on the banks of the Chattahoochee, Westminster leading Lovett 7-0. Let's take a look at that 26-yard touchdown run there by quarterback Alan Friesen.
Watch this guy right here with the big old X on his butt. I love offensive linemen. Watch him pull around and actually, as you said, Matt, spring him for a touchdown. Good job. You see both guards pulling around the side. Quarterback does a good job of faking the actual play-action pass. Then you see right there, he kicks him out, gets just enough of the linebacker, just enough to hold him off, and there you have a touchdown.
7-0. Westminster leading Lovett with 3:35 to play here in the first quarter. 2 carries, 26 yards for Friesen. All 26 yards came on the touchdown run.
I tell you, offensively for Lovett, I think that, obviously, they're a little bit outmanned from the standpoint of a size standpoint, but I think what they need to do is they just need to kind of tend to their knitting, as the coach says. Right now it's a very important time for them. It seems like the momentum has actually went to Westminster's side, but it's going to be very important that they do something on this drive, and not so much they have to score, but they need to just do some positive things, get a couple first downs.
Rich Bova and Jeremy Crane are standing deep for Lovett. Friesen will kick off for the Wildcats. A high kick that they angle over towards Crane, who takes it at the 14. Crane is down at the 27, and that's where Lovett will start this possession. Let's go down to the sidelines and Bobot.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, talk about first game woes. That number 1 is Clayton Smith. He's the safety for Lovett. And he came off the sidelines. Coach said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Coach, I thought we were man-to-man." No! That's how you score touchdowns.
Well, this is the first game. That's a great point, Bo. This is the first game. There's no preseasons, no preseason exhibition games in high school football. You make your mistakes, and they count on opening night.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for Lovett. Ball's at the 26, I formation for the Lions. Lehman keeps it himself, slips a tackle in the backfield. Slipped by Bays and picked up about 4 yards. Bays almost took his helmet off. Brock Riggs made the tackle.
On that play, that's one thing about the option. The quarterback is always available. He's always got a man. You see right there, just fortunately he missed the tackle, but as you said, he did almost take his head right off.
If Lehman hadn't have ducked, his helmet would have been in Bays' hands. 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 30. Christian Hunt checks out, and so does Andy Means. They'll split Woodall out to the near side as the lone receiver. They have Clayton Smith in there lined up. And the toss goes to Crane. Jeremy Crane gets about 3 yards, maybe 4 up to the 34-yard line. William Irvin, 6'2", 210. Was the man who grabbed him.
And that's a good call by Coach Raylia, because what you want to do, the bulk of their players are up, they're big and strong and the physicals are inside. What you have to do in that case is you attack the edges. Go to the outside, let your speed. You see here on the replay, you see they come off to the right-hand side. Wheel those guys in and let that back use his speed and possibly hit a crack. And you see right there, he hits a little crack and gains positive yards.
3rd down and 3. Ball is at the 33. Handoff goes to Beard. Beard has the first down. Tries to get outside and does. He's up close to the 45 and up to the 47-yard line. Fine open field tackle by Patrick Arnold, maybe to save a touchdown. 1st down, Lovett at the 47.
Once again, attack the edges. Okay, the strength of their defense is up front with their big boys. So what do? You run away from the big boys. You run outside, and some great running, great high step right there for Beard. Coaches teach that all the time. Pick your feet up. Pick your feet up.
Was that a wide receiver out there making a block?
No, it wasn't. Don't start that. Don't even start that.
They don't like to block. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Little toss out here to Clayton Smith. Has some blockers. Up around the 45 and close to a first down at the 44, maybe about a yard shy. It was Robert Jamison and actually Justin Henry who made the stop.
Just like when I was with
Westminster.
Excuse me. Just like when I was with Jerry Glanville. This is considered actually a running play. It's just a little. Just get the ball outside, and again, what they're doing is attacking the edges. Westminster's strength is up front and in the middle. What do? We get it outside to where we have veteran, savvy, seasoned guys in the skill position places.
2nd down and 1, 70 seconds left in the first quarter. Westminster leads this, and a timeout. No timeout has been called. The line judge has just told the Lovett players to get back on the side there. They're kind of creeping up on the field. And now Bill Rayleigh's yelling at them. That's what the coach is supposed to do.
That's right.
65 seconds left in the first quarter here. Lehman comes up behind the line, I formation. Handoff goes to Crane. Crane has the first down. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he was going to get out there, but it was Henry who came up there and stopped him. He may be shy of the first down. We'll have to take a look at that. Check out Sports Unlimited each and every weeknight at 9 o'clock on TV 33. Next Sports Unlimited coming up on Tuesday night. We'll be joined by NBA star Sharif Abdur-Rahim of the Vancouver Grizzlies. That's Tuesday night at 9 o'clock on TV 33. He did not get the first down, so we have a 3rd down and 1 for Lovett and a big play coming up.
You know, even if they don't get the first down here again, you talk about the mere fact that, just a first down or 2.
Timeout on the field, 18 seconds left in the quarter. Westminster leads Lovett 7-0.
The climb up to the top of Death Canyon was unbelievably hard, and went straight up, and we're at the top right now. It's a great view, so it was all worth it. So, the toughness of the climb makes the view even better.
Moondance Adventures, proud sponsor of high school sports and Channel 33.
Seconds left in the first quarter. Big 3rd down play, and a flag goes down on Lovett. Flags go down on the field. That's a tough break for Lovett. They had it 3rd down and actually less than 1. Looks like they're going to back him up 5 yards. See if we can catch the call here. Illegal substitution was the call on Lovett. And that's going to push it back to the 49-yard line and make it 3rd down and 6.
And that's pretty painful right there, as you say. I mean, you look at it, they're doing a good job taking advantage of the drive and moving things around. And, 5-yard penalty.
Another timeout has been called on the field. Bill Rayleigh arguing a little bit with the officials there. We'll take another one as well. 18 seconds. Okay, we'll not take a timeout. The Atlanta Falcons open up defense of their NFC Championship season coming up 2 Sundays from now at the Georgia Dome as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings in a rematch of that NFC title game. Of course, that game is sold out, but you can get tickets for their other 7 home games, and you can do that by calling the Atlanta Falcons ticket office or Ticketmaster. The Atlanta Falcons, proud sponsors of high school football here on TV 33.
Now, you see Bo down on the field there. I think Bo was actually in the huddle. I think Bo tried to actually call this play. I don't know if that's legal or not, but we're going to have somebody check into that.
3rd down and 6. Ball is at the 49-yard line.
Think they'd like to have George Lombard here right now?
I think they would.
Speaking of George Lombard, been a tough year for him in the minor leagues. Been battling injuries all year long. They thought this might be the year he finally broke on through to the Atlanta Braves roster. Kind of a setback for that young man this year. Lehman drops back, wants to throw, trying to set up a screen, dumps it off to Widener, off his hands, almost intercepted by Irwin, and it's 4th down. Justin Henry, I'm sorry. And it's 4th down.
The nose guard is supposed to be the guy who sniffs out the screen. The defensive linemen are supposed to be the guys who actually sniff out the screen. Good job of dropping back, but you see there's nobody coming in the picture. You see right here, defensive linemen come in, and there you have it. A guy, almost an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, a linebacker almost makes the play.
4th down. Let's see what Lovett does here. They are going to, looks like they're going to try to punt this thing away. Michael McCord stands at his 37-yard line. Arnold is standing deep for Westminster at the 10. He had a 45-yard return that set up their first touchdown the last time he touched the ball. Arnold's going to take it at the 14-yard line, called for a fair catch. And Westminster will start from the 15-yard line with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Check out the WSB Morning Show each and every morning on TV 33. Wake up to News Talk 750 WSB with Scott Slade and the rest of the news, weather, and traffic team Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. on TV 33. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Again, 4 receivers split out for Westminster. Bryson, hands off, first man through. Nice spinning run by Walter Driver, the fullback. He's close to the first down, but that's the end of the first quarter. We've played 12 minutes from Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium on the banks of the Chattahoochee, and Westminster leads Lovett 7-0.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a 99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Come to Wendy's for a 99-cent
that cheeseburger looks good. 2 patties of fresh beef, Thousand Island dressing. You fly, I'll buy. No. You go to Wendy's and I'll buy. Plus, I'll throw in Biggie fries. Yeah, well, I'll throw in Biggie fries and Biggie drinks.
When the craving hits for a Wendy's hot and juicy 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stack, you'll do anything to get one.
Deluxe double stacks, Biggie fries, Biggie drinks, and gas for your car. I don't have a car. Well, I'll buy you.
Hey, for a car, I'll go.
Dave?
Oh, hey, by the way, while you're at the marketplace, get some of that delicious stuff we had last night. A deli snack for lunch, you know my appetite. My prescription needs refilling, get the pictures from the trip. Some flowers for my sister and stuff for party dip. You can save more than money, you can save time too. That puts a smile on your face, yeah. While you're at the marketplace, Winn-Dixie Marketplace. Isn't life delicious?
We've all heard it. When it comes to you know what, men are different, right? They don't think about it, talk about it, or enjoy it. Well, ladies, meet Bob. So, Bob, do you like to shop?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, Bob, what do you do when you really want to get in the mood?
Well, I like to read Buyer's Edge in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It saves time, saves money, and it's just so satisfying to read.
Oh, my.
Buyer's Edge, every Thursday from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Welcome back to TV 33's high school football. You see right here, what they're doing is basically spreading out. Westminster's doing something real simple. They're just trying to show you they're spreading it all out, putting their big 5 Brahma Bulls up against their 4 Brahma Bulls, and that's all it's about is mano-y-mano.
Let's go down on the sideline to Bo Bach.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You know, we were talking about Westminster owning the line of scrimmage. Well, I spoke to Lovett defensive tackle Josh Carey, and he says, yeah, but they stand up a lot. But these Wildcats don't think so.
Start of the second quarter, Westminster leading Lovett. It is 7-0. Westminster, their hands on the ball at their own 22-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Driver, the fullback, goes in motion behind the line. Handoff goes to Moister. Moister has the first down. Ball's up to the 27-yard line. Craig Bracken was the man who tripped him up, but Moister got the first down.
You can definitely see why this young kid Moister is actually in the game. He has got live legs. Watch his feet. Watch his feet. His feet are always moving. Watch his legs. Watch him. Keep him up. Pick him up. Pick him up. Coaches love that. Coaches just absolutely love that.
Yeah, he was hopping over Bracken, and Bracken kind of stuck his legs up there and tripped him up.
Kind of reminds me of Crazy Legs O'Malley.
3 carries, 22 yards for Moister. They split 2 guys up to the far end of the screen. You see him up there up top now. Moister is the lone back behind Friesen, and that's driver in motion behind Friesen. Moister gets the handoff again, slips another tackle, and he's up to about the 34-yard line. Another big gain for Taylor Moister. It was Patrick Connolly making the stop for Lovett, but I tell you what, we've been talking about it the entire night. You see that surge up front for Westminster.
Basically what they're doing is also just running away from strength. The fullback comes and seals on the backside. You see the linebacker number 40 shoot through the gap. But again, you see the young man keeping his legs moving forward. But a nice little hit there by the DB.
Moister makes his way off the field now. It is going to be 2nd down and 2. Ball is at the 34. It's a warm, muggy night, but nothing like a year ago when these two teams opened the season. It's about 15 degrees cooler, if you can believe that. And a whistle away from the ball, and let's see what we have here.
And Matt, that's one thing about the warm weather. Sugar will melt in the rain, so we have to keep you cool. Because sugar will melt when it gets real hot.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
What exactly are?
I'm just saying you're such a sweet guy. Such a sweet guy. You have to be careful.
Why are you putting on like that? You never talk to me like that. You must want something. 5-yard penalty goes against Westminster.
I just want that $5 you owe me, that's all.
Yeah. You can keep waiting on that one. 2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Right at 10 minutes left here in the first half. Friesen stands up and looks around and shouts out some instructions for his offensive line. Dumps it off there to Thornton. Thornton's open. And Thornton is close to a first down as he's driven out of bounds over on the near side up against the Lovett sideline. It was Lane Shackleton who got him.
What you see right there is good quarterback. He recognized that the safety actually kind of came in to try to cheat in for the run. So what he does, he throws it to the guy that's uncovered. Number 17's right there. He's uncovered. You get 6 or 7, 8 yards on the play.
They're going to bring the chains across here and measure this thing. They've got to bring the chains all the way across the length of the field. So let's see what they do when they stretch this thing out. Big Jim says they're a couple of inches short over here. We'll wait and see how good his eyesight is.
Okay, you see right here on this play, you look at the quarterback. He recognized, you see him looking right now out at this guy right here. He's looking at him right now, seeing that the linebacker is actually uncovered and his receiver's uncovered. So what he does is he decides to throw the ball. That's what you call a check with me. He's looking at the defensive front. He's just taking what gives him. You see him holding his hands up right there. He's not holding his hands up because he's happy. He's holding his hands up to tell the receivers, hey, the ball's going out quick. Does a good job of delivering the pass. You steal about 6 or 7 yards.
1st and 10. They did get the first down on the measurement. 1st and 10 for Westminster. Ball is at the 37. Thornton and Arnold split out on the near side, and that's Driver again, the fullback, hopping along back there. Actually, that's someone other than Driver. Friesen on the carry. Keeps it himself. He's close to a first down up around the 46-yard line. Rich Boba, the corner, was the one who grabbed him around the waist and held on. And let's go down to the sidelines and Boba.
Yeah, hey, guys, I know you have the new technology up there. You have the telestrator. I don't need it. But on that last pass play, 2 wide receivers for Westminster, 1 cornerback. What does that tell you? You know they're going to come back to that. Good thing they got the inside-out pursuit from the linebacker, or that would have won for big yards.
Well, Bo, that is archaic as you need to be. That's, you're about as old as the old chalk and paper. I just want you to know that.
2nd down and 2. Handoff goes to Bays, who fights for the first down at the 50-yard line. Charles Beard made the tackle.
Watch again. Watch the line of scrimmage. Watch these guys. Watch where they end up. The white shirts will end up right over there. You see all the push and surge right there. You see a guy slip through on the outside. But look at all the offensive linemen on the other side of the line of scrimmage. You see there, number 54 doing a good job of just pushing his guy around. Or number 64, that is.
And a great second effort by Bays on that play to get the first down. Ball's at the midfield stripe. 7-0. Westminster already leads this thing with about 9 minutes left in the first half. They go back to that wishbone formation. 3 men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Bays. And he just keeps churning his feet and gets about 4 yards to the 46. I think if you'll go back and see that replay, he had the ball on his inside arm, and then when he made the cut to the outside, he switched that thing around to the outside.
You tell him, Coach. You tell him, Coach.
You watch this, baby. Let me get on that Duca Strader. Now, see, watch this here. He's got the ball on the inside, switches it to the outside.
You all over it, baby. You are all over it. You got to clear the screen, though. People can't see.
Man, I feel good now. I got my hands on the Duca Strader. 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 46. Fryson fakes the handoff, has some big old beef guys out there blocking for him, tries to get around him, and a nice play is made by Beard. Just jimmied around those blockers and got him by the ankle.
You want to talk about a guy making a big-time play. He actually fended off actually 2 blockers on the play. Good job by the quarterback running outside. They run a reverse option pass. Does a good job play action fake. Runs around. You see the offensive lineman leading around there. And watch number 11 come into your screen. He's already shucked one guy. Shucked big number 74. Get out of the way, big boy. And makes the tackle.
3rd down and 5. Balls at the 45.
I really hate it when those DBs make plays like that on offensive linemen, but you got to give them credit. You got to give receivers credit, DBs credit when you got to give them credit.
Frysum is now lined up in the shotgun. Pitches. Ball is loose. It's recovered by Beard at the 49-yard line, and Lovett has stopped this drive and has it in Westminster territory. Clayton Smith got a hand in there, but it was Beard who came up with the ball, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Beard. 2nd turnover for Westminster. You had an Andy Means interception earlier, and now the Beard fumble.
The key to this play is Bradford Evans coming off the corner right here. Watch him make the quarterback make the pitch early, and this is where the penetration happens. Right here. Watch him before, right there. Too early, wasn't ready for it. His body actually pushed it back a little bit and actually pushed the follow-through back, and that's when you get the turnover.
1st and 10 for Lovett. Ball is at the 50-yard line. Woodall is the lone back. Lehman stands up and fires out there for Means as it bounce off his hands, incomplete.
Lovett doing a great job actually of taking what you can take. They don't have the guys that actually can push up the middle, but what they do, they attack the edges with their skilled players. See a good job here. The ball was just, I don't know if you heard the footsteps or not, but, it's one of those plays where, you got to make that catch, get down real quick.
Got to make that grab. I think his eyes maybe wandered off the target just for a moment. Looked up and see that DB get him in his vision, and that was just enough to let it slip off fingertips.
Now, every time plays like that happen, Bo's knees start aching. He goes, oh!
2nd down and 10. Ball is at the 50. I formation. Crane gets the ball this time. Tries to get outside, slips a tackle, and gets to the 45-yard line, was able to slip by Brock Riggs, and then it was Brian Capel who made the stop, and it's 3rd down.
You see right here, this is called the old muddy play. You get all these bodies going in different directions. You see right, everybody's hiding, all of a sudden here, these 2 big offensive linemen come around the end. I really like this running back's feet right here. Good job, good vision, tries to slip a guy, kind of like old Tony Dorsett, but good gang tackling right there for Westminster.
Ball is at the 45, 3rd down and 5. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. The Wildcats are leading the Lovett Lions 7-0. The quarterback Lehman keeps it this time, and I believe he gets thrown forward for the first down by William Irwin.
Westminster lines up in what we call the old 5-2 defense, where you're covering up the tackle, the center, and the tackle right here. Good penetration right there, but what the quarterback does, he keeps it skinny. You know, there's always room at the bubble. Anytime you have defensive linemen are lined up over your center and your two tackles, you're going to have bubbles in the middle, and what the quarterback did is a good job. He knew he was trying to get a first down. He keeps it skinny.
They didn't give him the spot, though.
They didn't give him the spot, huh?
You're going to stretch that chain out there, and let's see.
Now, who's the home team here? Let me see. Let me get this right. I think we're at Lovett.
They're a little bit short. There you see it. Just a tad bit short, but here they're in fourth down territory. They're going to be going for it.
Well, you know, and again, you know, it goes back to the fact that, you know, Lovett up front is outmanned, but at the same time, Westminster is outskilled in some areas. And so, you know, the important thing is that, you know, maybe, you know, the score is still 7-0. The most important thing is that you go out there and you just get first down. Good things will happen.
Fourth down and 1. Ball is just inside the 40-yard line. Let's see what they do here. Crowd comes up on its feet, anticipating the big play. Wilson flip-flops from one side to the next. Crane gets the handoff. He's got a first down.
Great play calling. Great play calling. You don't have strength at the point of attack. You see all these big old boys right here in the middle. These guys are stronger than these other guys right now. They're younger players. But what you do, you attack the outside, you attack the edges outside right around the corner. Let that speed take you all the way. This young man's got some really good feet, good vision, good job, good lead block, number 74 right there, making the play. First down. Great call by the coaches.
That was Jim Caswell got out there and put a block for Crane.
Kind of reminded me of myself for a minute, man.
Don't be hesitant to say it. First and 10. Lehman on the keeper. And Lehman's inside the 30-yard line. It was Walter Driver made the driving tackle.
Jamie, I asked you the question. When's the last time you saw him run a play up the middle? They can't do it.
First drive.
That's right.
They made the adjustment. They're using their speed off the attacking the edge, and they're doing well.
Second down and 4. Ball is at the 28.5-yard line. Crane checks out, maybe to get a little bit of a rest here. Gets a nice little pat on the tummy there by the coach. Nice job, boy.
Was that Coach Bach or was that
Coach Rayleigh?
Oh, okay. I didn't know which coach you were talking about.
Crane's done a great job so far. Christian Hunt now lines up in the tailback position. Kyle Woodall at the fullback, and a flag goes down, and we may have a delay of game.
Good strategy again by Lovett. You know, what you do is you tire those big boys out. You know, big linemen don't like to run sideline to sideline. And, you know, it's a great strategy when you look at the fact that, hey, you know, tire them out.
Did you?
No. Well, actually, I was a svelte 285 in college. Well, I was 285. That svelte thing, I don't know anything about. Matter of fact, I think that's a sandwich, a svelte sandwich or something like that. Sandwich. Or is that a fish?
It's the Steak Shapiro spelt sandwich.
Second down and 9. Ball is at the 34-yard line. Or right around there. I formation again. Man goes in motion, sprinting out there to the far side. Lehman wants to throw it that way. Throws it up top. Woodall is hit by Thornton right as the ball arrives. You had two receivers in the same spot. Something wasn't right out there.
Tough throw.
Oh, yeah, it took a while to get there, too. They're lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Want to know how to make your yard beautiful? TV 33's Landscape Central has all the answers. Join Sandy Turbidee, Charles Hodges, and Matt Krigman and learn all the secrets to a beautiful garden. That's Landscape Central Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 and Saturday at 9:30 right here on TV 33. It's the favorite show of Vince Dooley, tending to his hydrangeas. When Vince Dooley watches TV 33, watches Bulldog Preview and Landscape Central. Did I tell you about the monkey grass? Third down and 9, and now Another delay of game penalty against the Lions, and all of a sudden Lovett's going in reverse here. There you see Bill Raley. He's a little bit upset. Bo Bach is down in the general vicinity. Hello, Bo.
Yo, guys, I'll tell you, Coach Raley just threw a nutty. He's saying, guys, that's 5 times. You got to get in and out of the huddle. And they're having trouble getting the communications between Coach Raley and the quarterback and getting out of the huddle. He's gone nutty.
Yeah, I tell you what, delay of games, illegal procedure, those type things, coaches just don't take to them very well.
Not at all.
3rd down and 14. Lehman sprints out. He's under a heavy rush, dumps it back to Woodall on the other side and dumped it over his head. That's an incomplete pass, and now it's 4th down.
You know, that's the second time he's actually had an opportunity to hit a guy, and he's just a little bit high on his pass. They've done a good job of setting up screens. Great call again. Play action left, roll left, draw the defense to the left. You see right here, he draws all the defense to the left, and then he turns back and throws to the right. And if you see, there's a nice little alley right there on your screen right there that's available for a nice play.
In talking with Coach Raley, these are the type of plays that they hurt Westminster with in the past. He thought these guys could be prepared for it tonight. That's 2 consecutive screen-type plays they've been ready for.
4th down, and McCord stands at his 49-yard line to punt this thing away. No fake punt. He is just going to boot it away. Arnold calls for a fair catch and lets it bounce over his head. It bounces into the end zone, and a timeout on the field. 3:53 left in the half. Westminster leads 7-0.
Something special happens when a family sits down and enjoys a meal together. So we barbecue slow over a hardwood fire until everything's just right.
Sonny's is a family kind of place.
And then we serve it up fast and friendly, Sonny's style. Yummy! We've cooked up something special with old-fashioned prices that help stretch your family budget.
You can't do barbecue better.
Yummy.
Sometimes it just isn't your sport. If that's the case, we'll buy your old sports equipment from you.
Shop Play It Again Sports Buckhead on Roswell Road in the Chastain Square Shopping Center.
.353 left in the quarter. In the first half, Westminster leading Lovett 7-0. New quarterback in there for Westminster. Handoff goes right up the middle, and the ball is loose. Let's see who's got it. Lovett's got it. Lovett's got the ball at the 25. That is the 3rd turnover for Westminster. That was the first play for Rollins Lucky in at quarterback. He had nothing to do with the turnover, though, and Westminster gives it up at the 25-yard line.
You know, it's interesting, you say it's nothing to do with it, but sometimes it's amazing how backs have a problem. See, he may have held on to it a little bit too long. Once you get into a comfort zone with one quarterback and how he releases the ball, it's amazing how that little sickum, as we call it, can really throw a back off. Now, I'm not saying that it's just his fault, but a lot of times when you do change quarterbacks, you have a different thing happen as far as the timing of when the guy actually lets the ball go.
Gator tells me Frank Wilson was the one who caused the fumble. Handoff goes to Crane. Crane is stopped in the backfield. He lost a couple of yards. Of course, we have Big Jim on the stats this year, and Gators are working on the spot. So Brad Bays was the man on the carry, and he was the guy who fumbled the ball, and he was the guy who just made the stop on that particular play.
Now, Crane made a big mistake on that particular play. Don't ever run back into the mouth of the line. He stopped right there and ran back into the mouth of the line where all those big Brahma Bulls right there are coming in there. Stay away from those guys.
A great team defense there. The whole Westminster defensive lineup was on the tackle.
3:09 left in the first half. Westminster leading Lovett 7-0, but the Lions have the ball at the 27. Lehman is wrapped up. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage as all of a sudden Westminster's defense gets real tough on him. Brock Riggs made the stop for the Wildcats.
Football's a game of adjustments. You see outside, we were talking about Lovett actually running the ball outside. Now you're seeing a lot of guys that are trying to close off the outside because Lovett was running the ball outside, having a lot of success running the ball outside. So what do? Send guys from the outside, blitz your corners, blitz your safeties.
A little chess match going on right now.
Absolutely.
We'll see what Lovett does to counter that.
Well, these are fine academic institutions we're talking about.
3rd down and 10. 2 receivers are now split out here on the near side, and Widener is the backfield behind Lehman. He drops straight back, has protection, fires for Woodall, bounced off his hands and then his helmet, and incomplete. He's now 1 for 7 in this ball game. Justin Henry applied the pressure on. Actually, Justin Henry was the guy making the hit on Woodall just as the ball got here. Let's take another look at it.
You see here on the replay, he's not letting his feet get set. He's actually the ball is just sailing a little bit. Look at the arc of the ball. That's the problem right now. The balls are up a little high, and the receivers, they don't necessarily like to be what we call hung out to dry. So all he's got to do is settle down a little bit, set his feet, and deliver the ball, take a little bit of the air off the ball.
Marcellus Roll is on to try what will be a 42-yard field goal attempt. They compare this kid to Chad Holloman, who played at Lovett, now kicking for the University of Georgia. 42-yard field goal attempt, and that ball is going to be right under the crossbar and short. 2:05 to play in the first half. Westminster still leads 7-0.
Qualified high school graduates, if you become an apprentice at the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training.
The climb up to the top of Death Canyon was unbelievably hard, and went straight up, and we're at the top right now. It's a great view, so it was all worth it. So, the toughness of the climb makes the view even better.
Moondance Adventures, proud sponsor of high school sports and Channel 33.
.205 left in the first half, and the Westminster Wildcats leading the Lovett Lions a score of 7-0. Lovett just missed on a 42-yard field goal attempt by Marcellus Roll after recovering a Brad Bayes fumble at the 46-yard line. Actually at the 25-yard line, and they actually got very little on their offensive series. So Westminster now back under the ball, and that's Rollins Lucky in there at quarterback. He hands off to Bayes. Bayes trying to make up for the earlier mistake, cuts back against the grain, up to the 40-yard line and still on his feet. Won't go down until he reaches the 47.
That is what you call true grit as a running back. Jamie, what would you do if you were in that position?
I don't know. Maybe take it to the house, I think. But no, that's a great run on his part, doing his Barry Sanders impersonation with the cutback.
You see right here, the running back does a good job staying behind his block. You see 41. Ooh, a pancake I see right there. Good job. Now, Matt's going to talk about how well
he hit him. Change the hands. There he goes.
Beautiful, beautiful. But watch here. Uses his hands, keeps his feet down. You know, you talk about the drill. Keep your feet moving. Keep moving forward. Always fall forward.
Bayes gets it again. That is his 11th carry, and that's going to give him, I believe, something close to 71, 72 yards in the first half. Frank Wilson made the stop. I believe that's 11 carries and right at about 70 yards now for Brad Bayes here in the first half.
Doing a great job of just persistency. That's what you look for. And it really, it's that big offensive line just wearing on him.
2nd down and 7. Ball is at the 49. Wishbone offense. Lucky dumps it off at the 46-yard line. Still on his feet and finally pushed out of bounds. Reception by Spence Green, the tight end. Andy Means rolled him out, but not until he reaches the 35.
Kenneth Franklin, Mark Curtis, William Irvin, Justin Henry, Alex Livingston. This is the reason right here that this play works. They've been wearing on Lovett so much that they've got to suck up and leave receivers wide open. Good job of running on the sidelines, using his hands, players, again, well coached, use their hand, using their free hand to make something happen.
61 seconds left in the first half. There's Jerry Romberg, the fine head coach at Westminster. Best season in 34 years last year, and the school record 5 consecutive trips to the playoffs entering the 1999 season. 1st and 10. Driver, the fullback, in motion. Lucky pitches to Bays. Bays looks for a block from Driver. Cuts back again inside to the 25. Great vision by that kid Bays. He's able to cut back. Clayton
I want
Smith
you to watch
stop.
this block right here by number 64 right here. Watch him just crush that defensive lineman. That is that's what real men do.
Timeout on the field, 47 seconds left in the half. Westminster leads 7-0.
You've graduated from high school. Now what? If you're going to college, congratulations. If not, how about a career as an electrician? IBEW Local 613 and NECA have a tuition-free electrical training program for qualified high school graduates. If you become an apprentice at the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, you'll have a full-time job, working locally with a union electrical contractor and earning while you learn. Join the winning team at AEJATC to start your electrical career.
TV33 is proud to be partners with the Georgia High School Association, serving 365 member schools since 1903 by incorporating mental, physical, and moral viewpoints through regional and state competitions. The GHSA develops and promotes opportunities for personal growth through interscholastic fine arts and athletics. It also provides catastrophic insurance for its member schools, and it includes excess medical benefits from $25,000 to $5 million. TV33 is proud to be partnered with the Georgia High School Association.
High snap, Lucky grabs it. Hand off on the end around to the 20-yard line. Nice stop.
By Means.
Carry by Andy Means made the stop, and now we're going to have another timeout on the field. Timeout has been called by Lovett. That was Robert Rowe on the carry, getting his first carry of the evening, and a timeout called by Lovett.
I tell you what, good form tackling there.
No timeout is called. No timeout called.
Good form tackling. Means does a great job of just really just forming up. And you know, the funny thing is, as dominant as Westminster has been, look at the score. The score is still 7-0.
24 seconds and the clock is running. Westminster does have 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10, ball at the 20, and that clock is quickly running down as Thornton goes in motion. Lucky rolls to his right, looking under a heavy rush. And it's Woodall who has him. He gets away from Woodall, still on his feet. They called him down at the 30. They called him down at the 30. They say his knee hit. 5 seconds left in the half. And they've lost a lot of time off the clock.
Again, like I said, the score is 7-0. I mean, you look at it, I mean, you know, for Lovett has to be really excited about the position that they're in right now. You see what they're doing, basically running a sprint out pass. Sprint to the right. All the linemen just kind of shuffle over, and the quarterback is trying to find somebody. And the thing is, he's got to find somebody and not let him stay in bounds. So, unfortunately, there was nobody there for him, and then you see a great play. Now, can they call face mask on the quarterback? Because I swore he just stuck him in the eye like the old Curly and, the Three Stooges thing, right in the eye.
Alan Frysum is getting ready to line up for what would be a 47-yard field goal attempt here. They're some of Atlanta's most important decision makers, and you can meet them on TV33's Chronicle Profiles, Tuesdays at 8 and Thursdays at 8:30 on TV33. 5 seconds left in the half. Alan Frysum on for a 47. It's blocked. The ball is rolling around. Lovett can scoop it up, and they do, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So a wild finish to the end of the first half as Alan Frysum tries a 47-yard field goal. It was Charles Beard who got in there with the heavy rush and blocked it. We've reached the end of the first half, and Westminster leads Lovett 7-0. We're going to send it down on the field to Bo Bach in just a moment here, if we can find him down on the field. Here he comes right now.
Coach Romberg.
And,
I got Coach Romberg.
Here's Bo Bach with Jerry Romberg.
Yeah, we've got Coach Jerry Romberg here. And, Coach, it looked like you really owned the line of scrimmage there early on. They started attacking the perimeter, but turnovers did you win?
Turnovers are hurting us right now, and just inexperience on offense. We're just not getting the right formation in. Had a couple turnovers there. I'll tell you, our defense has been playing great, though. It got us to have a lot of problems. We just can't turn the ball over. And I think we'll be okay in the second half, but we just got to get it together on offense right now.
Yeah, first game jitters and trying to get that stuff worked out. What do you tell them at halftime to try to calm them down?
We know the strength of our team is the line of scrimmage, and we felt like we're going to have to own the line of scrimmage to win this game. We're very inexperienced at skill position, and it's showing right now. So hopefully they'll settle down second half, and we'll get better execution.
Good luck, Coach.
Right,
thanks.
At the half, Westminster leads Lovett 7-0. Don't go away. We'll be back with the Life University Principal's Minute after this timeout on TV 33.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard four-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a '99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Here they are. Holly, what would we do for lunch?
First, we'd start with strawberries and cream.
Yes.
We'd fly my private plane to Paris.
Fabulous.
And have foie gras overlooking the Seine.
Elizabeth.
I thought we'd go to Wendy's for a couple of 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stacks, biggie fries, biggie drinks, and watch the game.
Wendy's 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stack. When you're hungry, it's the perfect answer.
So long, everybody. You know, that's how I met my wife.
We've all heard it. When it comes to you know what, men are different, right? They don't think about it, talk about it, or enjoy it. Well, ladies, meet Bob. So, Bob, do you like to shop?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, Bob, what do you do when you really want to get in the mood?
Well, I like to read Buyer's Edge in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It saves time, saves money, and it's just so satisfying to read.
Oh, my.
Buyer's Edge, every Thursday from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
IBEW, NECA, AEJATC, who are these people? They're people who can help you obtain a successful career in the electrical industry. IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 613, and NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association, created and fund AEJATC, the tuition-free Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, who need qualified high school graduates for their apprenticeship program. Join our winning team. Call about your future today.
Welcome back to the GMC Game of the Week on TV 33. Right now, this is the Principal's Minute. We've got the principal with us. He's Bill Kunkel, and he is the principal of the upper school here at Lovett. And Bill, tell us a little bit about the Lovett educational philosophy.
Bo, I'd like to emphasize that all the young men that are representing Lovett here tonight are really exemplary of our commitment to educating the whole child. They're all taking a heavy academic slate of courses. Many are in advanced placement courses. A lot of these young men are also involved in our arts program, which is very strong. In fact, 2 of our senior players had major leads in our play last year.
You've got great kids here. How about character development? How much emphasis is placed on that?
Put a lot of emphasis on that, Bo. We have a great chapel program. I'd mentioned that in September we're taking our whole 9th grade to do community service work in Atlanta. We have a great summer bridge program, tutoring kids from the city in the summer.
Well, it's a pleasure to be at Lovett. Thank you, Bill Dunkel. Appreciate it very much. With us right now is the athletic director at Westminster, Bob Ward. And Bob, we visited with you last year at your place. You didn't have to come far for this one.
No, this was just a short trip, and it's always exciting to be over here. Always exciting to play Lovett, whether it's at home or away.
Well, you had a successful athletic program the past year. We have great successes in swimming, cross country, soccer. I mean, you've got it cooking at Westminster.
Well, we really do. We're really excited about the future, too. We've in the process of building a multi-million-dollar athletic complex. It's really going to be exciting. The past 3 years have been wonderful for us. We've won 16 state titles across the board.
I know it. It's a pleasure being with you, Bob. We appreciate it. Good luck to you at Westminster.
Thank you.
And right now, we're going to throw it back upstairs to Jamie. Oh, and we're going to go to a break right now. Excuse me. We'll be right back with the GMC Game of the Week on TV 33.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sid Williams, President and founder of Life University. Did you know we offer over 30 degrees at Life University? Yes, degrees from finance to marketing to health management. So, for excellence in academics or athletics, Life University is there for you. Call Life University today.
Will you be there to rock the dome when the Vikings invade Atlanta? When the Falcons take on the Big Cats? When the 49ers try to stake their claim? Be part of our Dome Field advantage. Falcons single-game tickets are on sale now. And after last year's home game winning streak, they're going to go fast. Stop by Ticketmaster or call 404-249-6400 or 800-326-4000. Or come by the Falcons ticket office and get ready to rock the Dome.
We've all heard it. When it comes to you know what, men are different, right? They don't think about it, talk about it, or enjoy it. Well, ladies, meet Bob. So, Bob, do you like to shop?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, Bob, what do you do when you really want to get in the mood?
Well, I like to read Buyer's Edge in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It saves time, saves money, and it's just so satisfying to read.
Oh, my.
Buyer's Edge, every Thursday from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Sometimes it just isn't your sport. If that's the case, we'll buy your old sports equipment from you.
Shop Play It Again Sports Buckhead on Roswell Road in the Chastain Square Shopping Center.
We are live at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium, halftime here on the TV 33 High School Game of the Week, and Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 7-0. It's now my pleasure to be joined by the founder and president of Life University, Dr. Sid Williams, proud sponsor of high school football here on TV 33, and it's been a big last couple of days for you, Dr. Sid, the reunion of the 1951-52 national championship teams at Georgia Tech.
Yes, it has. We've been doing it for 2 days now, and everyone's very excited. Of course, those two teams are very great with each other because they love each other and they always respect Georgia Tech, and that has a big bearing on anything that's enduring.
That 1951-52, y'all been a reunion so big that it took 2 days to get it all in, huh?
2 days to do it. One day they was out at Life University for 5 or 6 hours, and last night Georgia Tech honored that team. We had about 55 people. Can you imagine, off of a team that far ago, 49 years ago, they still come back and we still enjoy the camaraderie that we did in 1951 and 52.
Well, I tell you what, the high school football I know very near and dear to your heart. You're a big all-state player at Tech High School 50 years ago.
That's right, 50 years ago, and I'm over here tonight to support both of these teams. They're both very exciting and good teams. I have to lean a little bit toward Lovett because my daughter attended the school for 3 years here. And I can't predict the outcome yet. Early on, I said, well, it's Westminster. But in the last 15 minutes there, I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at those helmets real quick. We got a couple of helmets that you brought here with us today.
Well, I was thinking about...
Shows you the difference in football 50 years ago and football today.
This is Georgia Tech helmet in 1939. If you can imagine this thing with a little bit of webbing in here and just a little cotton on the inside. And this is varsity players in 1939 at Georgia Tech. Over down into Westminster to get this nice plastic helmet to assure a lot of the parents just what their children are doing. Nice foam and nice webbing and foamed in there. And one of the important things about it is they finally adapted a face mask. My day, we didn't have face masks. Of course, our interior line in high school had no teeth. And if I could pull mine out right now, I'd be glad to show it to you.
That's all right. We'll save that for another time. Dr. Sid,
great.
Thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sid Williams is the founder and president of Life University. He'll be visiting with us all season long right here on TV 33. At the half, Westminster leads Lovett. Will continue after this timeout on TV 33.
Thank you.
now see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard four-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a 99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Something special happens when a family sits down and enjoys a meal together. So we barbecue slow over a hardwood fire until everything's just right.
Sonny's is a family kind of place.
And then we serve it up fast and friendly, Sonny's style.
Yummy!
We've cooked up something special with old-fashioned prices that help stretch your family budget.
You can't do barbecue better.
Yummy.
There's no time like Sting Time in 1999. Now's your chance to order season tickets for the 1999 Georgia Tech football season at Bobby Dodd Stadium at historic Grant Field. The schedule features Clemson, North Carolina State, a Thursday night game with Maryland, and arch rival Georgia. Come see Heisman Trophy candidate Joe Hamilton and the ACC Coach of the Year George O'Leary and the rest of the Yellow Jackets in action this fall. Order tickets today by calling 1-888-TECH-TICKS.
Oh, hey, by the way, while you're at the marketplace, get some of that delicious stuff we had last night. A deli snack for lunch, you know my appetite. My prescription needs refilling, get the pictures from the trip. Some flowers for my sister and stuff for party dip. You can save more than money, you can save time too. That puts a smile on your face, yeah, while you're at the marketplace. Winn-Dixie Marketplace, isn't life delicious?
Welcome back to Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium on the banks of the beautiful Chattahoochee River. At the half, Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 7-0 here in the GMC High School Football Game of the Week on TV 33. Matt Stewart, Jamie Newberg, Jamie Dukes, and Bo Bach with you. Let's take a look at the Winn-Dixie Marketplace top 5 rankings. In Quad A, you see the defending state champion Valdosta Wildcats on top, followed by Colquitt County, Northside, Warner Robins, Griffin, and Douglas in the top 5, and Griffin and Brookwood with a big game tonight. Maybe we'll have a score for you a little bit later on in that ball game. In AAA, Cairo on top, followed by Oconee County, Doherty, Dalton, and Marist. The two teams we'll see next week over at Marist, the 4th-ranked Catamounts and the 5th-ranked War Eagles. That's next Friday night here on TV 33. In AA, Carrollton ranked number 1, followed by Mitchell Baker, Washington County, Manchester, and Brooks County. And in Single A, Commerce is ranked number 1, the team that knocked Lovett out of the playoffs in the first round a year ago, followed by Taylor County, Charlton County, Irwin County, and Washington Wilkes. Halftime in Vinings, and Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 7-0. The halftime show continuing here at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium. Time now for our Fox Sports Net South Countdown Tracker with Jamie Newberg.
Yeah, that's something we're going to do every week. Countdown to signing day. Obviously, we track the top 250 high school prospects in the South each week. This year, for TV 33's High School Game of the Week, we'll track a particular prospect. This guy this week, Brock Berlin, happens to be the number 1 rated quarterback in the country out of Evangel Christian Academy in Shreveport, Louisiana. And Matt, I wish I had the Ducastrator right now because I want to circle these numbers right there. Those are 2-year numbers for Brock. 9,800 career yards, 110 touchdowns. 108 of those came his sophomore and junior seasons. Right now, the Gators and LSU are the leaders over Kentucky. It's narrowed down to 3.
Now, Brock Berlin, Evangel, is that where the Booties are from?
That is where Josh Booty's from. That is where Philip D's from. Abram Booty, Eric Jefferson. It's a great football factory. And there's another Booty coming along named John David that will be a freshman this season. So he's a guy we'll see in a couple of years. But we're also going to have the Brock Watch at foxsports.net or .com, and we'll be tracking Brock all season long. He is on pace to shatter J.R. House's career yardage numbers and touchdown numbers, and Evangel happens to be number 1 in the Fabulous 50 Top 50 poll for the Fox Sports Network.
Well, this week we had the Brock Watch. Maybe later in the season we'll have the booty call.
There you go.
And we're at the half. Westminster leads Lovett 7-0. We'll continue after this timeout on TV 33.
If you're a parent watching this commercial, you know your children don't always do what's best for them. If you want to help them begin a satisfying career, call or take them to the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, where, if qualified and accepted, they can enter a tuition-free electrical apprenticeship training program. With full-time employment near home, earn while they learn, have medical and retirement benefits, and be on their way to a satisfying career with the winning AEJATC team. Check it out today.
Since 1903, the Georgia High School Association is proud to be part of promoting education in Georgia. Serving 365 public and private senior and junior high schools, the association is responsible for overseeing regional as well as state competitions in more than 30 different athletic and literary categories. Fair and unbiased officiating as well as event placement for each competition, the Georgia High School Association develops opportunities for students to achieve excellence. The Georgia High School Association, enhancing education for the students of Georgia. At halftime at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium, Scenic Stadium on the banks of the Chattahoochee and Westminster, leading Lovett by a score of 7-0. That 7 coming on the 26-yard touchdown run by quarterback Alan Priceum in the first quarter. Going to take a look back at how this game, actually the difference in the ball game right now. Lined up 5 receivers, and you had a big block here by one of the pulling guards right there in your screen. And Alan Priceum not only got the first down, but he also got 6 on the play. He added the extra point, and that's how Westminster leads this ball game by a score of 7-0. Let's take a look at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution high school scoreboard. At the half, at Brookwood, and we'll be over there in Gwinnett County in a couple of weeks. The Griffin Bears leading the Brookwood Broncos by a score of 7-3. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have Brookwood and Parkview, and you see at the half, East Coweta putting the hurting on the Panthers. It's 17-0 in that ball game, and also at the half, Rockdale County leading Newton by a score of 14-12, and a signee commitment today out of Rockdale County.
Yeah, last night, or actually 2 nights ago, Rod Davis, the big safety and quarterback for Rockdale County, committed to Jim Donna and the Dogs. He's a 6'4", 210-pounder, and it's Georgia's second commitment. You'd like him. 6'4", 210. 6'4", 210.
6'4", 210 for Rod Smith, and the second commitment for the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's new feature here this season on TV 33, and proud to announce the Atlanta Electrical Junior Apprenticeship Training Center Leadership Athlete. And for the Lovett Lions, it is running back Charles Beard. Coach Bill Raley says Charles in another life would be a Braveheart. He brings a passion to the game that is second to none. He is enthusiastic and fanatical at the same time. He gets so fired up it's impossible for his teammates not to respond. He has a will to win that is unbelievable. And the Atlanta Electrical Junior Apprenticeship Training Center Leadership Athlete of the Week is Lovett running back Charles Beard. Westminster leads it 7-0. We're at the half, and we'll come back and get ready for the second half kickoff right after this timeout on TV 33.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a 99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Introducing NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. More action, more football, more pregame power 1 hour earlier. Join Chris Myers as he hooks up with an all-pro team. Marv Levy, Jackie Slater, John Madden. featuring the gang from Fox NFL Sunday. JB, Howie, Terry, and Chris. NFL This Morning, Sundays, followed by Fox NFL Sunday.
If you're a parent watching this commercial, you know your children don't always do what's best for them. If you want to help them begin a satisfying career, call or take them to the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, where, if qualified and accepted, they can enter a tuition-free electrical apprenticeship training program. With full-time employment near home, earn while they learn, have medical and retirement benefits, and be on their way to a satisfying career with the winning AEJ.
Halftime at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium. Matt Stewart, Jamie Newberg, Jamie Dukes, and Bo Bach with you. Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 7-0, as we will soon be getting ready for the start of the second half. The GMC High School Football Game of the Week. We kick off the season here. Next week, join us from Marist when the 5th-ranked War Eagles play host to the 4th-ranked Dalton Catamounts. Jamie Dukes, as we look at this ball game, it's obviously been a situation where Westminster has controlled the line of scrimmage. Lovett has tried to get outside. Let's take a look at the halftime stats here, and it'll kind of tell us a story. Westminster, 6 first downs, Lovett's 2, 150 rushing yards to 43. Total yards of 172 to 52, and you ask, why isn't Westminster leading by more than a touchdown? Give me the Duke-a-strator. I'd circle that big old 3 there on the turnovers for Westminster. It should be turnovers 3 for Westminster, and that's why it's only a 7-0 ball.
Well, and you're absolutely right. I mean, turnovers kill you every time, and that's the good thing, for Lovett. I mean, Lovett's done a good job. I mean, Lovett has caused the turnovers. It's not as a matter of if they were just giving the ball away. Lovett has caused the turnovers to keep themselves in the game. I think this has been, for the most part, pretty well-played game, with the exception of the turnovers, a big chess match. When you talk about the coaches, Westminster, they're basically taking it and they're trying to spread it out and put their 5-on-5, kind of like what we used to do in the run and shoot. On the other side of the ball, you've got Lovett, who's basically just using their skill and running outside, using angles, trying to tire those big old boys who are playing both ways out.
Coach Newberg, what you going to do here if you're Lovett? Trying to get outside, and you saw Westminster started to make some adjustments there. Before we hear from Coach Newberg, let's hear from Coach Raley. He's down on the sideline with Bo Bach.
Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate this. Of course, is Coach Raley. And Coach, they're a little out there running the ball. You get a couple of turnovers, but I thought when you started to attack the perimeter, you started to have some success.
We just got to block and tackle right now. Anything we do, if we don't do that, we're not going to be successful. They're just whipping us on the line, and we're not doing a good job of doing the things we. I think it's going to.
All right, Coach Newberg, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, you look at the history of this game, and it's always about emotion and turnovers and intensity. And you look at our score, 7-0, Westminster 3 turnovers. Lovett is still in this ball game. Let's see if the trend continues. And I think Lovett has got to take advantage of these opportunities that Westminster has given them.
Well, I tell you what, it seems like it seemed like as the game got on, it got hotter. I don't know. Maybe it's our imagination or what, or maybe it's all these people standing underneath us here breathing. We're getting something going on here, but it seemed like, oddly enough, when the sun went down, it seemed to get hotter.
It actually did, and it seems, you think the sun would be up and it would be that hot, but the funny thing is, again, Lovett is in great shape right now. I mean, they really can't be really upset when you think about the fact that they've been manhandled to a certain extent by that Westminster offensive line, and so to be down 7 points, they've caused the turnovers and tried to make things happen for themselves.
Well, here we go, second half kickoff. That is Rowe taking his position deep for Lovett. Actually, that's Rich Boba taking his position deep for the Lovett Lions. He'll be joined by Jeremy Crane back there as well, as Westminster going to kick things off here to start the second half, and that's Alan Frysum going to be doing the booting. And here's the kickoff. Boba's going to take it over on the far side at the 9-yard line. Hug that sideline and be driven out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. That was Matt Calamari who made the stop.
See right here, basically just running up north and south. Don't try to cut it back. You see number 34 right here. Get somebody, baby. Just nudge him a little bit. I tell you, that's the funniest thing about kickoff returns. Guys, it's the guy who didn't get the ball. He doesn't just necessarily give his all when that other guy's got the ball.
I'm not in the play. It didn't come to me. Ball is at the 23. 1st and 10 for Lovett. Toss goes to Beard. Beard tries the outside, and Beard gets about 6 or 7 yards up close to the 30-yard line.
Charles Beard didn't see the ball a whole lot in the first half. You see the guard and tackles pulling right here on the right side. Beard is a north-south running type guy. Does a good job cutting it up, turning that corner, and making it happen.
Ball is at the 30-yard line, just touching it. 2nd down and 3. Ball is at the 30. Hunter Lehman is the quarterback for the Lovett Lions. The Lions all in the blue and Westminster in the white with the green helmets. Handoff goes through, first man through. Kyle Woodall is close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it at the 33. It was Justin Henry, who's been on a bunch of tackles for Westminster in this ball game. He made that tackle.
Watch the penetration of number 77 right there from Westminster, basically running by the play. His job was to push the guy in the backfield, and he actually, if he'd have just stuck his hand out there, he'd have actually made the play.
1st and 10 for Lovett. Ball is at the 33-yard line. They had only 2 first downs in the entire first half, so that's just their third of the ball game.
And again, like I said, 7-0. With all of those bad things that happen, it goes right back to that number 3 over there. 3 turnovers.
Woodall splits out up top, and it's Clayton Smith down low in your screen. Take a good shot at the line of scrimmage right there. Lehman hands off to Beard. Beard gets wrapped up at about the 36-yard line. Henry was in there again. I saw him, number 51 on your screen. You're going to see him a lot here. You take another look at this thing.
Now, I don't know if that's his coach's anger with the boys or what, but, again, running inside into the teeth of those big defensive linemen, that's not something that's really going to work a lot for him. But at the same time, I guess they're just keeping him honest.
3 carries and 24 yards for Beard in this ball game. 2nd down and 8. Ball is at the 36. Woodall and Beard line up in the I formation. Smith and Woodall split up to the top of the screen. Lehman fakes a handoff, carries himself, gets hit pretty hard as he goes off of left guard. Brad Bays made the stop, and it's 3rd down.
Westminster has made up their mind that they're not going to allow anything to come outside. What they're going to do, they're leaving safeties out there. On that last play, they had 2 receivers up top, basically in man-to-man. You see right there, a nice big stick for number 46, Brad Bays.
Bays and Henry have done a great job at linebacker for Westminster in this ballgame.
And Bays has ran tough, too. This guy's only 5'9", 190. Plays bigger than that.
Westminster saying, beat me with the pass. You see it man-to-man right up top. They're not going to be outflanked to the outside. One-on-one coverage up top.
Smith goes in motion on 3rd and 7. The Bays shoots through there, but Lehman gets away. Can you believe that? He rolls out to the right, and he's out there by himself and finally brought down. But how did he get away from Bays? Thornton finally got him. How did he get away from Bays?
Didn't wrap him.
You heard Gaylord Perry the other day talking about the silicone that his doctor gave him. Yeah, a little silicone on him.
He slipped right out of that. Look at that. Bays had him.
Great job of blitzing, anticipation, timing up the snap count. But then you see the young man right there doing a good job of just keeping it alive. And that's the longest 1 yard gain of his life.
And Lehman's tough, though.
1 yard loss.
Lehman's tough, though. He's a state wrestling champ, so he's used to mixing it up with those big guys.
That's a good point. He did win the state wrestling championship in the 160-pound. Usually you don't have quarterbacks in wrestling. They're usually basketball or something like that. Usually not the wrestlers, but Lehman showing some tough ability right there, shaking off that sack by Bays. Here's the punt, and Arnold lets it get by him, then goes back and gets it at the 10-yard line. Let's see if he can get a block out here. Look at that in the middle of the field, and he brings it back to the 35, a 47-yard punt. And we'll take a timeout. 8:39 left in the quarter. Westminster leads 7-0.
The climb up to the top of Death Canyon was unbelievably hard, and went straight up, and we're at the top right now. It's a great view, so it was all worth it. Which, the toughness of the climb makes the view even better.
Moondance Adventures, proud sponsor of high school sports and Channel 33.
Sometimes it just isn't your sport. If that's the case, we'll buy your old sports equipment from you.
Shop Play It Again Sports Buckhead on Roswell Road in the Chastain Square Shopping Center.
$8:39 left in the third quarter, and Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 7-0. Matt Stewart, Jamie Dukes, Jamie Newberg, and Bo Bach with you. 1st and 10 for Westminster following the about 25-yard punt return for Patrick Arnold. He's had 2 big punt returns in this ballgame. Had a 45-yarder earlier that set up Westminster's first touchdown.
It's one of those things where, the coach says, don't let the ball hit the ground. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, run right to the right. And before you know it, the guy's got 18, 20 yards. Coaches hate to see punts hit the ground.
A little bit of a delay here at the line of scrimmage. And now they're going to put the thing back in play. Chrysler is back in there at quarterback. Actually, no, Lucky is still in there at quarterback for Westminster. He hands off to the fullback right up the middle, and that was
not fooled on that play at all.
Howell Beaver getting his second carry of the ball game. Josh Press made the stop for Lovett.
Lovett not fooled on that play, doing a good job of clogging up the middle. Maybe the big, well, as you say, it gets hot. The guys who get affected early are the big guys.
2nd down and 8. Ball is at the 36-yard line. Rollins Lucky has been in there since late in the second quarter, replacing Alan Frysum, who scored the only touchdown in this ball game. That's Driver, the fullback, who was in motion. They hand off to the tailback, and that's Moister. Frank Wilson made the stop, and it's 3rd down.
Good job by Frankley. Watch Frank Wilson fill in the hole right here. You see the good job cutting it inside, keeping it city, but wham! Ho, ho, ho! Hello! I like that kind of stuff.
That's a nice hit.
I like that.
You need to keep a countdown tracker on Frank Wilson after hits like that.
Keep it.
But if you guys want to track Brock Berlin, the correct web address is foxsports.com/south.
Okay.
And I know, Jamie, you're very interested in Mr. Berlin.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
3rd down and 5. Ball is at the 39-yard line. Moister and Driver in the backfield. Calamari splits up top for Westminster on the 3rd down and 5. Lucky wants to throw, has some time in the pocket, goes up top to Calamari, and it was Smith who jumped in front of him and knocked it down, and it's 4th down. Clayton Smith made a fine play.
Good play by Calamari, though, actually batting the ball down. I mean, the thing is the ball was a little bit underthrown, and, that could have been an interception, and that could have been the 4th turnover. You see right here, he drops back, and again, you talk about guys setting their feet, but that ball had a little air underneath it, and watch Calamari do a good job of making sure nobody caught the ball.
I like Calamari.
Absolutely.
I mean,
great. It really is.
Crunchy. A nice flavor.
Absolutely.
I love Calamari.
But, sometimes you don't put lemon on it. You got to put lemon on it.
I like it, yeah. Some horseradish sauce.
A little too spicy for me.
Calamari.
A little too spicy.
I've been waiting all game to use the line. Now, come on. All right, here's the first punt for Westminster tonight. Beard takes it at the 28 and comes up the middle, and he stopped at the 36, and we'll take a timeout. 6:49 left in the 3rd quarter. Westminster still leading 7-0.
Introducing NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. More action, more football, more pregame power 1 hour earlier. Join Chris Myers as he hooks up with an all-pro team. Marv Levy, Jackie Slater, John Madden. Featuring the gang from Fox NFL Sunday. JB, Howie, Terry, and Chris. NFL This Morning, Sundays, followed by Fox NFL Sunday.
Oh, hey, by the way, while you're at the marketplace, get some of that delicious stuff we had last night. A deli snack for lunch, my appetite. My prescription needs refilling, get the pictures from the trip. Some flowers for my sister and stuff for party dip. You can save more than money, you can save time too. That puts a smile on your face, yeah. While you're at the marketplace, Winn-Dixie Marketplace. Isn't life delicious?
Head coach Bill Raley talking to his troops on the sideline here right in the middle of this timeout. 6:49 left in the 3rd quarter. Lovett's hanging in there. It's still a 7-0 ball game. Westminster leading this thing.
Well, and that's the thing about it. You don't know what to expect, in the season opener. As you said earlier, there is no preseason, so there's really no way to gauge. I'm sure Westminster, when you look at them, I mean, they are a bigger, stronger team up front, but at the same time, Lovett, as you said, has done a great job of hanging in there, and who knows what might happen. It's going down to the wire just like it did last year.
It's a typical of this game between Lovett and Westminster. It's always real close, always real intense, lots of emotion, some penalties, some turnovers, and we're in for a barn burner.
Beard and Woodall are the backs lined up behind Lehman, the quarterback. Smith splits up to the top side there. Handoff goes to Beard. Beard misses a tackle there at the 40, and he's up to the 47-yard line, just sidestepped Calamari. And Patrick Arnold made the stop. 4 carries, 36 yards for Charles Beard, who's finally getting some action here in the second half out of the backfield.
Now watch number 65 right here. Pull right down the line, kick out block right here, and make it happen. You see the back, just keep it skinny and hit the hole right there. You see him come right in there, bang right there. Good job by number 65.
And Beard shows a little nimble feet there. Has a nice little sidestep that we've seen a couple times. He's a nice, impressive runner.
And I think I heard his dad outside just yell real loud, unless he just fell over the balcony, because his dad works with the coaches.
1st and 10, pitch goes to Beard. Beard dropped the ball this time. Who's got it? Did Westminster pick it up? Beard, after those fine carries, just coughed it up across the 50-yard line at the 48. That's the first turnover for Lovett. Graham Alexander caused the fumble. And Westminster has it right at the 50-yard line.
And I think I saw Mr. Beard just jump out into the crowd.
There it is again. Let's take a look. We'll take a look at it in just a moment here. 6:22 left in the quarter, and Westminster has it back. It was a year ago, 14-13. Westminster led in the 4th quarter. Lovett poised to take the lead. Widener fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line. Very next play, Armand Green busted 98 yards for a touchdown, and Westminster won the game 21-13. I understand Green has walked on at Auburn.
Hoping to do that for Tommy Tuberville. They might need him this year.
Westminster going back to the basics, going right back to the wishbone set and just going to try to play smash mouth football, it seems, right now.
Bayes got 2 yards on that carry, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8. 83 yards on the ground for Brad Bayes. Taylor Moister checks in, and let's see what they set up here, whether they come back out in the wishbone again. Looks like that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Frysom's back in there at quarterback, too, for Westminster. He hands off to Bayes again, and Bayes got another yard or 2, and it's 3rd down.
Westminster saying again, my guys are tougher and more physical than your guys, and right now this is just a battle of, as we say, they talk about 6 or 7 in the box. We got 11 in the box. 11 on 11 in the box.
14 carries, 84 yards for Bayes as Moister checks out for Westminster, and so does Beaver. 3rd down and 6. And now they're going to split up 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And Frysom's going to line up in the shotgun with Bayes standing right next to him. Clock running, under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Pitch goes to Bayes. Bayes has a 1st down and more down to the 35-yard line. That's going to get Bayes over 100 yards rushing for the night. Todd Stone made the stop, but not until Bayes picked up about he ended up picking up, I think, about 12 or 13 yards on the carry, so he's close to 100.
Again, what they're doing is just spreading them out on this particular play, and they still want to take advantage of their big boys up front. And everything, what they're trying to do is get the focus inside, and then in this particular play, they ran outside and ran a good job of actually faking a reverse.
You do get the impression, though, that Lovett cannot afford to let Westminster put another touchdown on the board.
Absolutely.
I think we can all agree on that. It's 1st and 10. Ball is at the 36. Handoff goes to Moister this time, and Moister gobbles up about 5 yards to the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, you want to talk about just guys being physical, guys moving guys off the ball. Mark Curtis is doing a great job right here. Watch number 64 and the left guard just push their guys. Look at where the feet are. Again, it's all matters where your feet are. Look at that big old cavern. I could get my big butt through that. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I was exaggerating a little bit.
Hey, nice 6-yard push downfield for that hole.
6 carries, 38 yards now for Moister. Beaver and Moister in the backfield behind Frysom, the quarterback. Thornton split out to the near side. He's off your screen. Hopping over the middle. Nice pop in there in the middle, but another big gain for Moister, I believe it was. And he's close to a 1st down at the 26-yard line. And they're going to stop the clock to measure this thing with 3:29 left in the quarter.
Good penetration by Craig Bratton on the play right there. You see guys just slinging guys around, and there's our madman, Mad Max over there. Frank Wilson just slinging a guy down. But, good penetration and made it a 3rd and short play.
They don't stop to measure, so it's 3rd down and less than a yard with the ball at the 26. Frysom hands off to Moister. Moister close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. Beard got great penetration on the play, and I think he slammed into Moister, but I think Moister's forward motion was enough to get him the 1st down. No, they spot it short.
Yeah, he got, as you said, he got good penetration short in the backfield. Yes.
Let's take a look at it here.
See right here, you see number 11 coming in from the outside right here and makes the play right there, head-on-head contact. Beard's trying to get that ball back. I think that's what it is.
So it's 4th down, and they actually lost a yard on the play. 180 yards rushing for Westminster in this ball game, 20 through the air. 4th down and about a yard, and Westminster is going to go for it. Quarterback keeper, I believe Frysom has the 1st down, but we'll see where they spot it.
Go to your strength. You need short yardage, gut check time, 4th down, 1 yard. 1st down.
He did get it. You can see this game many times on TV 33. We call it the High School Game of the Week replay. Tomorrow you get 4 opportunities at 3:30 and 8:30. Sunday again at 8:30 and Tuesday at 5:30. It's the GMC High School Football Game of the Week replay. Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday on TV 33. Handoff goes to Bays. Bays cuts back into the middle. Bays, then he fumbled the ball again, and the ball is loose, and let's see who came up with it. Westminster was able to get back on top of it.
Wow.
I think we're going to have to look here now. We've been applauding Bays all night for switching the ball in the middle of his run. This time it might not have worked.
Go ahead, Matt.
Let me see.
Show me how it works. Go ahead.
Now, see, now he's got the ball right there in his right hand. Let's see if the trouble came when he tried to switch it. He's got it in his right. Let's see. No, someone reached in there and popped it out. I believe it was that man right there, and that would be Charles Beard.
Get out of here.
Andy Means. Was he the one who popped in there?
Nobody can read that. That's chicken scratch.
Well, let's see. Here it is again.
Okay, hit it one more
now
time.
What? Look, he's got his hand right here. Yeah. Now look, let's see. Keep it going here. Let's see who popped him out. Let's see who popped it out here. There you see. He's got the ball right there. Now here's Beard, and there's Means. And you know what? It was Andy Means, this man right here. He's the one who knocked the ball out of his hand.
Congratulations.
Hey, I did it right.
Yes, you did.
Handoff right in the middle. No gain, and he's pushed back, as a matter of fact. Moister didn't get a whole lot, if he got anything at all. And it's going to be second down.
And who do you find getting off the pile one more time? Big old Frank Wilson. Frank, I tell you what, Frank has played a heck of a game tonight. He's missed a few tackles, but at the same time, done a good job of keeping his guys in. And look at him. Give me the call. Give me the call, Coach. He wants to win.
Second down and 10. Ball is at the 11. They call it second down and 9 with the ball at the 11. Westminster dodging a big bullet there when they were able to get back on that Bays fumble. Lovett's got to come up with a stop here. Driver, the fullback, in motion behind the line. Moister gets the handoff. Moister finds a big hole. He's inside the 5 and close to a first down.
Basically what you see again is they run what we call the jab OT play. It's just a standard old play the Washington Redskins made famous. You see both guards right here and tackle, pull, kick out, guard seals up inside. See right there, 51 kicks out, seals up inside. Back does a great job of picking his feet up because there always is a little trash in the, you got linebackers falling down, receivers, DBs getting in there. But, pick your feet up on the trash.
Third down and 2. Ball is at the 4. Westminster trying to put their second touchdown on the board in this ballgame. 4 seconds. Let's see if they get a playoff before the quarter ends. They do. Handoff goes to Moister, and Moister drives close to the goal line. And they do not give him the touchdown. He is shy, I believe, by about a yard. But he's going to have a first down. It was Bays on the carry. That's the end of the third quarter. Westminster leads at 7-0, but they stand on the brink of making it a 2-touchdown ball game. Timeout on the field here on TV 33.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a 99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sid Williams, president and founder of Life University. Vision, hard work, and perseverance are the fundamentals of success in life. We offer over 30 degrees, and yet we know academics alone doesn't ensure a fulfilled life. That's why we encourage the dynamic development of people just like you. Call Life University today.
Oh, hey, by the way, while you're at the marketplace, get some of that delicious stuff we had last night. A deli snack for lunch, you know my appetite. My prescription needs refilling, get the pictures from the trip. Some flowers for my sister and stuff for party dip. You can save more than money, you can save time too. That puts a smile on your face, yeah. While you're at the marketplace, Winn-Dixie Marketplace. Isn't life delicious?
Something special happens when a family sits down and enjoys a meal together. So we barbecue slow over a hardwood fire until everything's just right.
Sonny's is a family kind of place.
And then we serve it up fast and friendly, Sonny's style.
Yummy!
we've cooked up something special with old-fashioned prices that help stretch your family budget.
You can't do barbecue better.
Yummy.
Start of the fourth quarter at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium. Westminster leading Lovett 7-0. They have it first and goal at the Lovett 1-yard line.
What do you mean one? That's called point-blank range. I don't think you can get any closer and get 4 downs than they are right now. That is point-blank range, 6-8 inches tops.
Bryson, the quarterback. Bays, Beaver, and Driver in the backfield for the Wildcats. Lovett's got to stiffen their back right here if they can. Handoff goes to Bays, and Bays is in the end zone for the touchdown. One-yard touchdown run by Brad Bays has put Westminster on top, 13-0.
That's what you call the gamble tactic right there. Basically, they actually ran a tackle front, run the tackles out, the ends out, and send the linebackers right here, right up the chute. And unfortunately, the linebackers run right by him. Watch him go by, and he runs right in that seam.
Alan Frysum on for the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is no good. Hit the upright and bounced away. So just 2 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Westminster is leading Lovett 13-0. Time now for our leadership athlete from Westminster, brought to you by the Atlanta Electrical Junior Apprenticeship Training Center, and that would be fullback and linebacker Brad Bays.
He's been busy.
Coach Jerry Romberg says Brad pursues life excellence and opposing quarterbacks with a passionate sense of purpose that inspires all around him. Brad Bays loves the game of football, but more importantly is a young man who helps those who play, coach, and watch this game to love it too. And Brad Bays, our Atlanta Electrical Junior Apprenticeship Training Center leadership athlete. Let's go down on the sideline to Boba.
I'm with Beth. She's the trainer for Lovett. And Beth, on a night like this or against a bigger team, you have to hydrate your players.
That's correct. We've had a lot of problem with that in the preseason, in August practice, but we've caught all up on it, and everyone seems to be doing great now.
You think they're okay for a fourth quarter run?
Absolutely. Don't put us out of it. We have a great group of kids. They've worked hard, and they'll give it all they got.
Thanks, Beth. Appreciate it.
Well, they have 11 minutes and 58 seconds to get back in this thing. Westminster leading 13-0. Kickoff is going to be taken by the up-back, Kyle Woodall, who grabbed it and then stumbled out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So that's a good kickoff. You get the ball at the 20.
Not bad at all.
It's just like kicking it into the end zone.
That's right. Touchback.
So Lovett, at last count, I believe Lovett only had 3 first downs in this ball.
67 yards.
67 yards rushing. So they may have a little bit more than 3 first downs at this moment. They have 9 yards passing. They're down by 2 touchdowns, and they have less than 12 minutes to make up the difference. What can they do to get back?
Well, they're going to have to pass the ball. What you see, watch as they go outside, you're going to see they're just playing man-to-man coverage, daring them to throw the ball. And Lovett's got to throw the ball at this point.
Lehman is 1 for 7 passing. He's got to get some zip on the pass. Lehman, quick drop, throws out there to Woodall. That's his second completion. He picks up about 3 yards on the play. It was Thornton who made the stop. We'll take another look at it.
Now, when you talk about reads, it's actually the receiver who's on the other side who was totally uncovered. No one was covering him. Basically, what he should have done is actually look to the right side where he had his slot receiver who's on the inside, number 1, who was actually wide open.
And that number 1, Charles Smith, Clayton Smith rather, lines up on the near side. He's at the bottom of your screen there. Blitz is on, and Bays just flattened Hunter Lehman.
Wow. Hello.
Mark that down.
On the highlight
We're gonna
reel.
want to come back and see that a little bit later on. I tell you what, that was some kind of shot by Brad Bays.
Whoa. He was licking his chops coming off the edge.
Watch him. He's standing right here, and he just comes clean. The back blocks down. He comes clean, and that's what you call an earful. Just an earful.
What did Coach Romberg say about him liking to hit quarterbacks in the leadership thing there?
Something about fervor and
Well, you know what?
Brilliant words like that.
You lead by example, and there's no better example on how to play defense than right there. 3rd down and 13. Ball is at the 17. Lovett in a hole here. Lehman under a heavy rush steps up in the pocket, fires in the middle to no one in particular, and it's 4th down.
You know, this kind of reminds me of Florida State and what they do when they get a little lead. All of a sudden now you see the defensive linemen just basically just kind of tee off. Right now they're just teeing off and trying to get to the passer. So
4th down, punting situation for Lovett. McCord will step back deep and punt this. Michael McCord, 4 punts on the night and a pretty good average of 41 yards. Long one has been a 47, but Patrick Arnold has done a great job on returns. He's had a 45 and a 25-yard punt return in this ball game. That's McCord standing at his 5-yard line. Gets it away, shanks it off the side of his foot. That's going to hurt that 41-yard average, no doubt about that. It rolls dead at the 38. 10-13 left in the game. Westminster leads 13-0.
We've all heard it. When it comes to you know what, men are different, right? They don't think about it, talk about it, or enjoy it. Well, ladies, meet Bob. So, Bob, do you like to shop?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, Bob, what do you do when you really want to get in the mood?
Well, I like to read Buyer's Edge in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It saves time, saves money, and it's just so satisfying to read.
Oh, my.
Buyer's Edge, every Thursday from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Will you be there to rock the dome when the Vikings invade Atlanta? When the Falcons take on the Big Cats? When the 49ers try to stake their claim? Be part of our Dome Field advantage. Falcons single-game tickets are on sale now. And after last year's home game winning streak, they're gonna go fast. Stop by Ticketmaster or call 404-249-6400 or 800-326-4000. Or come by the Falcons ticket office and get ready to rock the Dome.
10-13 left here in the ball game. Westminster leading Lovett 13-0, and the Wildcats have it at the Lovett 38 after the poor punt by McCord. Want to congratulate the officials. I think they've done a great job here this evening, led by referee William Burrell and the umpire Cardell Collins, the linesman Doug Andrew, the line judge Greg Zimmerman, back judge Terry Mock, the electric clock operator Jimmy Lee, and the field judge Jack Kelly. All done a super job here tonight officiating this ball game between Lovett and Westminster. Frysum hands off to Bays. Bays just ran right over a man and down to the 27-yard line. Now, Patrick Conley stood his ground and then held on for dear life.
Bays definitely had a little running start, but again, it really starts with up front with the offensive line. You see, look at that. Again, look at the guys just pushing their guys. Number 75 doing a great job. He is just a stud. Let's go down to Bo Bach on the sidelines.
Yeah, just talking to coach and quarterback over there. You can see they're consulting, and they think they can get something on the backside deep because the cornerback is selling out. He knows they burned him underneath many, many times.
Wishbone formation. Handoff goes in the middle. Bays again just grinding it out.
He's getting stronger as the game goes on, really is.
Well, if he's getting stronger, who else is getting stronger? I'm telling you, you need to write that magazine of yours. You need to get these guys right up front here a little credit, too.
I do. Offensive line has played great.
I tell you, all you do is like the glamour guys.
That's
Bays
says that's not true.
Carried 20 times for 131 yards.
You didn't see our preseason show, did you, a couple weeks ago?
Matt wouldn't let me watch it.
Wouldn't let you watch.
He wouldn't let me watch it.
I was praising those big OLs.
It was after my bedtime. Come on.
Flags go down at the 20-yard line.
Now, Jamie, tell me how do you get to do those shows out down in Florida and you know, you come back all tanned and all that kind of stuff.
You must be looking at the wrong guy because I'm not tan.
Well,
I think Matt.
I look at you. I can tell by
your. He's got his David Schwimmer haircut.
Yeah. How do you get that done?
Yeah, so we did it for Sunshine. Fox did it for Sunshine. That's how we did it.
5-yard mark-off goes against Westminster on the illegal procedure, and it's 2nd down and 8. Ball is at the 25.
But I didn't have the Ducastrator.
I'm going to jump in there and do a little bit more work on that Ducastrator before the night's over.
I want to get my hits on that thing.
Your penmanship's awful.
Frysum hands off to, you guessed it, Brad Bays. 21st carry on the night, and he's down to the 24-yard line. Kyle Woodall made the stop. And Lovett defense has gotten well acquainted with Brad Bays tonight.
Yes. Kind of reminds you of Rocky Blyer, who just kept coming and coming and coming. Actually, I take that back even bigger. Zonk. Larry Zonk will just keep coming at you, coming harder and harder.
3rd down and 7. Frysum fakes the handoff this time, then sprints around the end. He's hugging that sideline. Flags go down. He gets into the end zone. He did step out of bounds back at the 12, and there's a flag down at the 20, so there is no touchdown on the play.
Look at big old number 75 down there just giving his quarterback a little, what we call a little lovey-dovey. Big Kenneth Frank giving making sure quarterback's all right. Come on back here, buddy. Let me walk you back. Let's go down to Bo Bach on the sideline.
Yeah, that out of bounds was called by Greg Zimmerman, the side judge, and he's the guy right there who also just said to Coach Riley, Coach, take a look at number 42. I said to him, what was wrong with him? Greg said he just looked dazed to me, and the kid came out. But that's how much safety is going on in high school football.
Like I said, they're doing a great job out there tonight. They really are. Block below the waist, I believe, is the call against Westminster here. So he's going to take it back to the 35. So the ball's at the 35, and that backs it up, and it's going to be 3rd down and, about 18, 19 yards now.
Good move here would be actually, you know what, to run the ball. Don't throw the ball. Don't try to do anything fancy, because right now the clock is your opponent, you know, and so you want to get that 8 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock and get out of here with a win.
And field position.
Timeout on the field, 8:15 to play in the game, and Westminster leads Lovett 13-0. The Atlanta Falcons open up their regular season 2 Sundays from now at the Georgia Dome in a rematch of the NFC title game. Of course, there are no tickets on sale for that one. It is sold out, but the Falcons do have single-game tickets on sale right now for their other 7 regular season games at the Dome. And to place your order, 404-249-6400 to see the defending NFC champion Atlanta Falcons.
Say it one more time.
The defending NFC champion Atlanta
I love
Falcons.
when you say that. I tell you what, I really enjoyed watching you and Bill the other night. One of my old teammates, Bill Fralick. Like I said, I noticed you kind of stayed away from him. I don't, you know,
big old man like that. I'm not going to invade his personal space.
But normally you have a little more rapport with people. You're a little bit warmer with people. You just kind of, you know.
Hey,
was
look,
there something wrong?
You played with Bill, right?
Yes, I did.
How warm do you get with Bill Fralick?
You did the right thing.
You
did the right thing. You did the right thing.
I may look dumb, but I'm not that stupid.
I stand corrected.
8:15 left here, and you see a raucous gathering of Westminster students there on the sideline, celebrating what right now is a 13-0 lead for the Wildcats.
Tell you what, the score could have been, a lot worse. You know, when you really look at it, I mean, you know, Westminster, you know, we asked the question, you know, what group would shine? And we see the offensive line shine. Let's go down to Bo Bach on the sidelines.
Yeah, hey guys, I'll tell you what, this is one of the few stadiums in which both teams are on the same sideline, or at least both sets of fans. Over here is a very blue side. They're down 13-0. But over here, it's very green.
Frysum throws it over there to Moister. Moister slips a tackle from Beard, spins off a man, and then he fumbled the ball. Did it get out of bounds? Ball at the 28. He's well short of the first down. Doug Widener made the tackle. And let's see. I believe that Westminster did retain possession of the ball, but it's going to be fourth down.
Good job. Quarterback actually throws the ball out to the flat. Almost a lateral when you look at it, but actually was a little bit further. Now watch the little dipsy-do dunkaroo, as Dickie V calls it, right here, coming up here. We call it wicket. One of the wicket bucks. Good job right there by the running back.
And did you see that? It was his helmet. It got in there and knocked the ball out.
Stop it. I tell you.
How come you get to play with it?
Well, you get to read all the promos and all the important stuff.
Yeah, and you get the toys.
Well, you know.
I do the business, you play with the toys.
That's fair.
Fourth down and 12. Westminster going for it here, electing to try to get the first down rather than kick the ball. Friesen rolls, throws, has a completion, and close to a first down. He did not get there, though. Did he get it? He may have gotten it. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say his knee hit the ground. He tried to do the old crawl thing and get the first down, but I believe his knee hit the ground. Plus, there's a flag on the field back in what would have been the offensive backfield.
See right here, it does a good job. Sprint, roll out, sprint to your left. The one thing about it, you have to be careful. Like I said, right now, Westminster, time is on their side. They need to kill the clock. They need to knock the time off the clock. And so, you take a chance when you pass the ball.
And he had a late hit on the quarterback, too. So it gives him the
that's
first
going to hurt because they did not get the first down. If you saw the replay there, his knee hit the ground at the 17. He was shy of the first down. That personal foul against Lovett gives Westminster a first down at the 7-yard line.
That's what I was saying. You pass the ball so you can get a roughing the passer penalty so you can get a first down.
I heard you say that.
Yeah, exactly.
You diagrammed it perfectly.
Thank you. I don't understand. You guys just stick with me, okay?
7:45 left in the ball game. First and goal for Westminster. They already lead at 13-0. Bays gets the ball, and Bays is down to the 5-yard line. Woodall, I believe, was the guy, and Andy Means was there too. Second down and goal.
They're just churning it out right now. What we're trying to do right now, you see right here, watch the offensive line, watch the push. Center does a good job, what we all call the old easy block, where you pull a defender in front of you, his momentum, he's digging down there trying to just root hog you out. So what you do is you use his momentum and cover him right on up. He creates a hole in the seam right there on the offensive line.
Second down and goal, ball at the 5. Bays gets it again, gets jammed up there in the middle, still on his feet. No, they're going to rule him down at the 5. His forward motion was stopped at the 5, although his knee never really hit the ground. Doug Widener was there to stop him. Third and goal.
I got to tell you, Skip Carey's boys doing a great job right now just plugging up the hole. Great job.
Number 79, Mr. Carey, son. The legendary Braves announcer.
I remember when Josh Carey was about 8 years old in the ballpark.
I know you do.
It's hard to believe.
You know what that means?
Hard to believe he's in high school and getting ready to graduate.
You're getting old, man.
Yeah. Third down and goal, ball at the 5. Friesen rolls, has a pitch man, going to take it himself. Flag goes down, got hammered over there and driven out of bounds. Frank Wilson was among those who met him over there on the sideline. Let's see what the flag is about.
Now, this is what you call, right about now, is what you call prom time. You notice the quarterback wouldn't pitch the ball. If he pitches the ball, the running back takes it in. But the question is, you see right here, running back's wide open. Moister's right there. Just give him the ball, baby. Give him the ball. Look at all that green grass right down there. But he won't do it. He stretches it out. And so
now
he's
look,
trying to get a date to the prom.
Friesen's a senior. Moister's a sophomore.
They're trying to score a touchdown.
There is a pecking order.
I understand.
Senior, sophomore.
Seniority.
Senior, keeping the ball.
Senior, date. That's what he's trying to do. I scored a touchdown. I got a date tonight.
You never scored a touchdown.
I know.
Does that mean you never got a date?
Yes, it does.
You never scored one touchdown?
Not one touchdown. I was a fat offensive lineman all my life.
You blocked for a lot of touchdowns.
I
though.
sure did. High-powered offense at Florida State.
No pee-wee football either?
Never. What do you mean pee-wee football? You know,
at some point you got to start playing football.
With pee-wee comes weight limits.
Yeah.
You know, I was like 128
when he was 6 years
pounds.
old, he was playing for the junior varsity.
Yeah, there's no such thing as pee when you're this big.
Third and goal, ball is backed up now. It was a holding penalty against Westminster. That puts it at the 18-yard line. Handoff goes to Moister, and he's down to the 14. It was Frank Wilson in on the stop for Lovett.
Again, this actually works out in Westminster's favor when you think about it. Now, all of a sudden, you get the ball backed up again, and so you get to chew up a little bit more of the clock. When this drive started, you were talking about, say, 10 or 11 minutes. Now, all of a sudden, it's down to 5 minutes, 50-some seconds.
And Frysom's going to line up for a field goal. This is a 31-yard field goal attempt from the right hash mark.
He's going to get a date somehow. He's going to get a date somehow.
Well, he already scored a 26-yard touchdown run, so he's okay. Field goal is blocked again, and it was Beard again, and the ball is scooped up, streaking down the sidelines, and finally driven down at the 40. That was Bradfield Evans who got the loose ball, and Lovett might not be out of it yet. Alan Frysom, the kicker, got up and made the tackle. But that was the second kick that Beard has blocked tonight.
They've been bearded. Let's see if Lovett can capitalize now.
Good job. You see right here, he comes in from your left-hand side right there, and watch him lay out. Coaches talk about laying out all the time. That's what you need to do, is actually lay out. And it's sacrifice. Those kicks hurt. I just want you to know that. His second block punt of the evening.
Ball is at the 40. 1st and 10 for Lovett. Let's see if they can do anything with the opportunity they have created. Lehman dumps it off to Smith. Smith has a block and gets down to the 32-yard line. John Thornton made the stop.
And I believe that's the second completion of the day.
Third. Number 3.
That's something, when you looked at it, when you talk about the players who came back. You see right here on the replay, you see the quarterback drops back, and he's had problems just sailing the ball. Whether it be nerves or whatever, but this time he just turns around, puts it out there, and lets the man do the work.
3 for 10, 20 yards for Hunter Lehman. Second down, ball at the 32. 2 yards to go. Clock is now at 4:42. Lehman wants to go up top, going for Woodall. Overthrew him badly, and Thornton had an interception and let it bounce out of his hands.
Just a little bit inconsistent. I'm sure that, like I said, it's kind of one of those, first game jitters, big game at home, and it's unfortunate because, we've seen this young man actually play better and throw the ball better.
Not much in the way of a vertical game this evening.
Hadn't had time.
3rd down and 2. Ball is at the 32-yard line. Handoff goes to Woodall, and he didn't get the first down, I don't think.
Well, it goes without...
Robert Jameson was there.
It goes without saying it's 4-down territory.
I believe he's short, and they won't even measure. He is short. 4th down and 1. Clock is at 4:15. Woodall checks out. McCord checks in. Big old Chris Foster, the center, comes up over the ball. If Lovett has any shot at all of getting in this ball game, they've got to get a first down right here. And movement on the left guard. Big old Chip Myrick hopped up out of his stance. He was pulling, and that really hurts.
Oh. Now that,
and I know it really hurts for you. It's because a fellow offensive lineman made a mistake.
You know what it hurts? He's wearing my number.
Yeah, he just gets a little bit anxious here.
He's not wearing my number.
Yeah. 1+ your number.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing about it. You're talking about, again, you're talking about young men, and you get excited and sometimes caught up in the emotion, and that was a pivotal play. And sometimes you have reactions that way.
4th down and 6. Lehman tosses it out there to his receiver Means, who drops the ball on the ground. Westminster recovers. It wouldn't matter anyway. They didn't pick up the first down. Timeout on the field. Westminster leads Lovett 13-0 with 3.5 minutes to play.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a 99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Something special happens when a family sits down and enjoys a meal together. So we barbecue slow over a hardwood fire until everything's just right.
Sonny's is a family kind of place.
And then we serve it up fast and friendly, Sonny's style.
Yummy!
We've cooked up something special with old-fashioned prices that help stretch your family budget.
You can't do barbecue better.
Yummy.
.332 to play, and Lovett trailing Westminster by a score of 13-0 doesn't seem to dampen the spirits of the Lions fan. That's the great thing about high school football.
Yeah.
You know, you lose, it's still Friday night, and you still have a weekend. That means no school for 2 days.
That's right.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, it's better if you win, but even if you don't, you still don't have to go back to school, in this case, until Tuesday because of the Labor Day weekend. So you have plenty to be happy about.
Did you paint yourself blue when you were in school?
No, I didn't. And your next question would be, I didn't paint myself any color.
Now, I tell you what, that's a play right there, that 3-yard gain. But the smart thing was the back gets down, okay? He gets down, doesn't go out of bounds, don't stop the clock. The coaches are saying, whatever you do, don't run out of bounds. Because if you run out of bounds, you might as well keep running right into the Chattahoochee.
Yep. And that's a mistake that a lot of players make, not just high school. I remember a playoff game where a very wealthy running back ran out of bounds when they were trying to kill the clock.
Absolutely. A couple of
Fortunately,
times.
it did not hurt. Bays gets the handoff again, and Bays adds to his rushing total, and Lovett calls a timeout. This is our second season of high school football on TV 33, and we'd like to take this moment to thank all the sponsors that have made this possible. GMC, Life University, the defending NFC champion Atlanta Falcons, Wendy's Hamburgers, Winn-Dixie Marketplace, the High School Sports Show on the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Fox Sports Net South, Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue, and the Atlanta Electrical Junior Apprenticeship Training Center. All fine sponsors here of high school football on TV 33. Bo Bach is down on the sidelines.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is Hallie and this is Taylor, and they're the Lovett cheerleading captains. I'll tell you what, guys, 2:45 to go. You need a 2-touchdown cheer. Have you got one?
Yes, we do.
Let's hear it.
Ready? What do you want, TD? What's that touchdown? What do you want, TD? What's that touchdown? What do you want, TD? What's that touchdown?
Love it. Bo, I thought this, and at the end of that cheer, you're supposed to do a split. Bo, you were supposed to do a split at the end of that cheer.
Have you seen those knees?
Frysum dumps it off to his tight end, who's now rambling in the open field and down to the 42-yard line. Catch was made by Spence Green. That's his second reception of the evening.
And did you see Spence Green on that play? I want you to see him down the field. I told you about a guy running Chattahoochee. Watch Spence Green right at the end of the play right here. He runs over. There's the coach. Don't you dare run out of bounds. You better turn back inside. And he turns right back inside because he knows his coach is going to take him and put him in that white truck over there.
2:35 left in the game. And Westminster leads it 13-0. Frysum under center. Hands off to Brad Bays.
Been a workhorse this season.
Been a busy guy.
And I'm sure Brad's saying, hey, Coach, you kind of running my average down. All this just running up in the line thing. I was averaging about 9 yards a carry. By the time I get through, it's going to be about 4.8 yards a carry.
It doesn't matter because he has 120, 130 yards. He'll be up there with all the other county leaders.
But he'll also be real sore tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. But it's
Second
a good
down and
sore
9.
because they're going to win.
Absolutely.
And guess what? No school until Tuesday.
That doesn't mean there's no practice until Tuesday.
Well, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Frysum on the bootleg gets hauled down out there on the outside by Widener, I believe it was. Yes, it was Widener on the play. And 1:37 timeout called by Lovett.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about it. When you talk about athletics, there's really no such thing as a holiday.
No.
What is a holiday? I practiced on Christmas. I played on Christmas. I practiced on New Year's Eve. Unfortunately, Florida State never played on New Year's Eve.
97 seconds left, and Westminster leading this thing 13-0.
You've graduated from high school. Now what? If you're going to college, congratulations. If not, how about a career as an electrician? IBEW Local 613 and NECA have a tuition-free electrical training program for qualified high school graduates. If you become an apprentice at the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, you'll have a full-time job, working locally with a union electrical contractor and earning while you learn. Join the winning team at AEJATC to start your electrical career.
Sometimes it just isn't your sport. If that's the case, we'll buy your old sports equipment from you.
Shop Play It Again Sports Buckhead on Roswell Road in the Chastain Square Shopping Center.
Matt Stewart, Jamie Dukes, Jamie Newberg, and Mo Bach with you. 97 seconds left here in the season opener on TV 33, and Westminster killing the clock. They lead Lovett by a score of 13-0. GMC is proud to present a $500 donation to the General Scholarship Fund of each participating school in this week's GMC High School Game of the Week. Congratulations to Westminster and Lovett for their commitment to and pursuit of academic and athletic excellence. Wishbone. Frysum wants to throw, does to Spence. Green again, his third reception, he gets knocked out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Now you see right there, he's turned right to the coach. He pushed me out of bounds, coach. I was trying to fall down.
Yeah, watch this right here.
Yeah.
Let me get over there on the Duke Estrada. Let me show you what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, now here you go. He passes it over here.
Watch
and that's where he catches it. And see, he gets knocked out of bounds. Now watch, he's going to turn around and say,
snap his head to the coach.
Hey, look, coach he pushed me out of bounds.
You knew he was looking for the coach. He was looking for the coach.
Hey, look, coach. I don't want to. No. Now, look, he pushed me out of bounds. Don't be thinking about making me run any more laps.
Tomorrow morning.
You can joke around when you have the lead. 13-0, Westminster leading Lovett. 90 seconds left in the game. And a flag drops down. And I believe we have a delay of game.
Take as much time as you possibly can.
But the idea is to take as much time as you can while the clock is running.
Point well taken.
You're not really doing anything when the clock is stopped.
Hey guys, we got 2 back-to-back great weeks coming up.
Yes, we do.
Dalton Maris, Brookwood Parkview.
Yes, we do.
Next week, Brandon Russell. Get a chance to check out one of the state's top running backs. We saw him twice last year. Very, very impressive running back for Marist.
Marist ranked number 5 in the state. Dalton's ranked number 4.
Aren't they always just ranked?
Yes, they are.
Okay, I was just checking.
Snap back in the punt, and Beard almost got another one. It's taken by Means at the 15-yard line. And we'll take a timeout with 1:21 left in the game, and Westminster leading 13-0.
TV 33 is proud to be partners with the Georgia High School Association, serving 365 member schools since 1903 by incorporating mental, physical, and moral viewpoints through regional and state competitions. The GHSA develops and promotes opportunities for personal growth through interscholastic fine arts and athletics, It also provides catastrophic insurance for its member schools, and it includes excess medical benefits from $25,000 to $5 million. TV33 is proud to be partnered with the Georgia High School Association.
Introducing NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. More action, more football, more pregame power 1 hour earlier. Join Chris Myers as he hooks up with an all-pro team. Marv Levy, Jackie Slater, John Madden. Featuring the gang from Fox NFL Sunday. JB, Howie, Terry, and Chris. NFL This Morning, Sundays, followed by Fox NFL Sunday.
.121 left in the ball game here at Kilpatrick Memorial Stadium on the banks of the Chattahoochee. Westminster leading Lovett by a score of 13-0. And let's take a look at our GMC players of the game. And for the Westminster Wildcats, that would be running back linebacker Brad Bays, 141 yards and a touchdown. And for Lovett, it is running back Charles Beard, 39 yards, but an even greater job on defense where he blocked 2 field goal attempts this evening. Charles Beard and Brad Bays are GMC high school players of the game. Lehman rolls out and throws and connects with Woodall. No, he doesn't. It's incomplete.
Beard actually tipped that last punt.
Came close on a couple others, too.
Yeah.
He's quick.
Hey, special teams, you see, last week you talked about the University of Texas. People thought Texas was going to roll over NC State. You have 3 blocked field goals, I believe, or 3 blocked punts, and the scores changed.
Yeah, bottom line, Lovett just could not get anything going offensively whatsoever. Couldn't take advantage of any of the turnovers.
Had a problem with the air game. That's the thing about it. The coach did a good job of actually stretching the field. It was a good strategy session for a minute, but, they just had to play throw and catch, and they were unable to do that tonight.
Lehman steps up in the pocket, fires deep and over the head of Jeremy Crane, and it's going to be 3rd down. Big football weekend for me and Jamie there. We're going to be in Athens tomorrow at Sanford Stadium for the season opener for the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Aggies of Utah State.
Can I say it one time?
And
can I say it one time?
What do you want to say?
On Media One Home Theater.
On Media One Home Theater.
I feel like I'm going to watch the opera every time I hear you say that.
Well, maybe we'll have to get you to sing at some point. But on Media One Home Theater tomorrow evening, Georgia and Utah State. The game is sold out. If you want to watch the Bulldogs season opener, the only place to do it will be on Media One Home Theater. And you can call Media One to order, and you can order right up until kickoff. 3rd down. Lehman dumps it off for Crane, who gets wrestled down like a calf at the rodeo, and it's 4th down. As a supporter of academic and athletic achievement, GMC would like to remind you that college assistance is available through the GM Foundation at 30 key institutions around the country. Georgia Tech and the Atlanta University Center are institutions right here in Atlanta that are supported by the GM Foundation. Please check with the registrar's office of each school for specific requirements. Clock is running, 4th and 15, 25 seconds. This will probably be the last play of the ball game. The Westminster students have lined up over here on the side. They're getting ready to run out onto the field and celebrate what will be their 3rd consecutive victory over Lovett, and it will tie up the season series as the Lions take a final timeout with 11 seconds left on the clock.
It'll be 3-3.
The season series will now be at 3-3.
Jackrabbits, what's that saying about jackrabbits? They start fast, but they don't do what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You get a rabbit that actually
must be
runs out.
something that you learned down in Florida, because I don't know anything.
Some kind of center saying.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any jackrabbits.
No, that's the tortoise and the hare story. You're talking centers. That's the tortoise and the hare story.
Don't know a thing about your jackrabbits there. 11 seconds left in this ball game. Catch Bulldog preview following the conclusion of this contest. Stick around. We'll recap the 1998 season, look ahead to the 1999 season, also preview the game with Utah State, and a conversation with Dustin Lucky, the senior linebacker moved to defensive end this season. Nice kid out of Clarkston High School, one of the 3 Lucky triplets that signed with the University of Georgia back in 1995. And that's on Bulldog Preview immediately following the conclusion of tonight's game here at Kilpatrick Stadium.
Jamie, who are you guys featuring next month in your magazine?
Actually, don't have a magazine anymore.
Really?
Don't have a magazine. I now work for Rivals.com.
See, you learn something new every day.
That's right. That's right.
11 seconds left in the
your
game.
Rival.
Jamie, you bringing that telestrator with you tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. Put it in my pocket.
Nobody back to field the puck. It's just going to roll dead. Clock is going to tick down, and that is going to be the end of this ball game. Westminster has won their 3rd straight in this series. I want you to take a look at that. You tell me what this rivalry means to these two schools. Westminster floods the school, floods the center of the field there. The students, the players have all gathered there. This is a big rivalry here in Atlanta, and Westminster has won this series, in this series for a 3rd consecutive year. 13-0 winners over the Lovett Lions. We'll come back and talk with the coaches following this timeout on TV 33.
Right now, see more trucks than an all-night diner during the GMC Summer Convoy. Pickups, SUVs, and family vans. 2 million tons of professional-grade trucks designed better than they need to be. Like the GMC Sierra, the only half-ton pickup with standard 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on all models. Lease a '99 Sierra for $289 a month. Call for lease details. This is one convoy you don't want passing you by.
Oh, hey, by the way, while you're at the marketplace, get some of that delicious stuff we had last night. A deli snack for lunch, you know my appetite. My prescription needs refilling, get the pictures from the trip. Some flowers for my sister and stuff for party dip. You can save more than money, you can save time too. That puts a smile on your face, yeah. While you're at the marketplace, Winn-Dixie Marketplace. Isn't life delicious?
We've all heard it. When it comes to you-know-what, men are different, right? They don't think about it, talk about it, or enjoy it. Well, ladies, meet Bob. So, Bob, do you like to shop?
Oh, yeah.
And tell me, Bob, what do you do when you really want to get in the mood?
Well, I like to read Buyer's Edge in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It saves time, saves money, and it's just so satisfying to read.
Oh, my.
Buyer's Edge, every Thursday from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Come to Wendy's for a 99-cent
Man, that cheeseburger looks good.
2 patties
of fresh beef, Thousand Island dressing. You fly, I'll buy. No. You go to Wendy's and I'll buy. Plus, I'll throw in Biggie fries. Yeah, well, I'll throw in Biggie fries and Biggie drinks.
When the craving hits for a Wendy's hot and juicy 99-cent quarter-pound deluxe double stack, you'll do anything to get one.
Deluxe double stacks, Biggie fries, Biggie drinks, and gas for your car. I don't have a car. Well, I'll buy you.
Hey, for a car, I'll go.
Dave?
Welcome back to the GMC Game of the Week on TV 33 with me.